Okay, hello everybody. How is everyone doing? Who do we have in the chat? I imagine we've got at least somebody waiting, because somebody voted heck yes on my little poll that I made. And while we're all getting started here, I'm gonna head over to Twitter and I'm gonna make a tweet. Because you know, it'll help people know that we are streaming, and this is quite an important episode, I would say, so I think we may actually get some new people to bite tonight. I don't know. We'll see. Do that. Okay. Hi, Disney. Oh, you're actually here. I'm here. I'm out and about, but I'm here. Nice. All right. Okay, so let me exit out of that. Okay, so we are outside Gaia Base right now. I'm gonna show you guys what I did last night off stream. Just in my free time, I wanted to I wanted to do this. Ta-da! The Sun Scourge, the bow that we just got yesterday, I fully upgraded it. It is absolutely beastly now. It has a 4% instant brittle chance on it, which honestly is kind of nothing. So I did buff it for frost anyway, because we are pretty much solely using it for frost. I have the blast sling for the, or not the blast sling, but just the sling for the acid element, and I have my spear, javelins, whatever, for fire if I need it. So this is strictly a frost weapon, but it is fully upgraded now. It's absolutely insane. It has over 500 frost element on it, as well as 83 frost damage, so anything that is weak to frost in general is going to take like a decent amount of damage from each arrow that we hit him with. And it was a butt to upgrade this. I had to go around and I had to constantly reset monster sites to try, or machine sites to try to get like apex versions to spawn and all this other stuff. I had to find a Dreadwing camp. I had to kill like 1,000,000 Stormbirds. I had to do a couple of oh god, what are they called? The Spinosaurus ones, the what are they called? Why can't I remember any names of anything? The Slaughter Spines. I still don't know what this machine is, and it kind of makes me paranoid, because I feel like whatever machine is in this last slot is undoubtedly going to happen in this final mission that we're doing today. But I don't know what this is. And I feel like I don't know. As long as I scan all of the machines that we uncover or discover in this... Uncover, that is not a word. Uncover is not a word. Uncover, I don't know. Discover is what I meant to say. As long as I scan every machine that we see in this final main story quest, I should still be able to get the achievement for scanning all the machines, even retroactively. If I miss something still, I can go back into the world and get it. Presumably. I don't know. But yeah, that bow has been upgraded. I went ahead and I put more points and skills. I think by the time we were done with stream last night, I had something like 18 skill points. It's absolutely nuts. I went and upgraded... No. Inventory. I went and upgraded Aloy's armor to rank 5. Now, I did go ahead and buy this, the Thunder Nora Warrior, of course, but I'm not going to use it, okay? I'm not going to use it at least until after the main story is over, because I just don't think it looks very good. Like, I definitely enjoy the look of the Nora Valiant a lot more than the Nora Thunder Warrior, even though the Thunder Warrior armor is technically a lot better. So I haven't even bothered upgrading either of these pieces. I do want to upgrade the Artificer set as well, just so that I can gain access to that melee weave down there for when I want to, like, play around with the melee build or something later on. But yeah, other than that, like, our weapon loadouts are all like pretty good. I haven't upgraded the lightning bow, honestly. The lightning bow has gotten neglected this game. I'll say that much. I very rarely use which is kind of dumb because lightning is actually kind of a good element for when you're hunting machine parts. It can give you the time that you need to target exactly the part that you need to target. So I was using it last night, but honestly, like, you know, I could upgrade it or I could just use 1 or 2 extra arrows every time I got to shoot a machine, you know, like big deal. I didn't give any love to Tinker's Pride because honestly I don't plan on really using it. The spike thrower, I could have put more time and effort into upgrading it, but you know, it is what it is. Like I didn't go too crazy with upgrading things, and I haven't even played around with this shredder. But yeah, so that's kind of like what we're looking at. We have done, as far as I'm concerned, we've done all of the things that I kind of care about, and I'll even, here, we'll say goodbye to face cam for a couple seconds. Boop. So we've done like pretty much all the collectibles except for the black box. I think we're gonna do some bonus. So what is today? Is today Thursday? Today's Thursday, okay? So we have Friday and Saturday to stream before the like weekend switch over, you know, when we go dormant for 2 days, or 2 nights rather. So what I think I want to do is we're gonna do the final finale episode tonight of Horizon, and then tomorrow and Saturday we're gonna do more Horizon, but it's gonna be nothing but side quests. It's gonna be side quests and finishing things like collecting the black boxes, maybe even hunting. Maybe I'll even let you guys see some of my mundane machine part hunting. You know, it's really mundane and boring, but you guys sometimes say that you like things like that. Also, we do have the Gauntlet Runs, which I found out are literally just machine races. So it's like, you know, it's like Mario Kart, but Aloy version. We've done all the cauldrons as far as I'm aware. We've done every tall neck. I know that for sure because we got an achievement for that. We finished the relic ruins, of course. We finished the rebel outposts. We finished the rebel camps. We do have 2 more sections of the arena to do, so we can do that another night. Hi, Angie. Welcome, welcome. Just kind of going over where we sit in the game right now and kind of what the next couple days are going to look like. I haven't done any of the melee pit except for some of the things. Actually, I think I finished Chain Scrape. Either I finished it or I was missing like 1 melee ability and I couldn't do it at the time, but we could always go back and do the melee pits. I think you get something for doing all of the melee pits. I think your spear gets upgraded, so maybe we'll try to make a melee build or something, and we'll go after that. We've done, of course, all the hunting grounds. We've done every salvage contract. I've got a couple of jobs to upgrade some weapons. Those aren't anything important. We do have some errands that we have picked up, like, I don't know, we've got this one. The Sons of Prometheus have left a shipment of supplies out in the wilds. It's right for the taking. Typically, the errand quests are like side quests light, and side quests are already sometimes, I don't know, the side quests are pretty good in this game, actually, but sometimes side quests can be on the lighter side, and errands are like diet light side quests. Like, you know what I mean? You're not going to get a whole lot of story out of these things. So I don't, you know, I might do them on my own time. I don't know if I'm going to 100% this game or not. Honestly, I might, but I just have to be in the mood to want to do that. And then we have the main quest, and that's it. And then, of course, there are a bunch of side quests around the world that we haven't picked up. There's a bunch in all the different settlements. So one of the nights we'll go around and we'll just, you know, maybe I'll be like, what is your favorite tribe? Let's go to, you know, and then you guys will vote, and then we'll go to that tribe's location, or one of that tribe's locations. We'll do one of their side quests or something, so that we can, you know, world build a little bit more. Assuming we have a world to go back to after we finish the game, right? Like, who knows if we're even gonna win. But other than that, like, honestly, guys, we've done really well. It's kind of crazy. Look at my skill trees. I mean, Infiltrator, you know, it's filled out. Warrior and Machine Master and Hunter are all very, very close. I mean, it's just crazy how far we've come. It's crazy. Do I want to know the other... Okay, Josh, is the other machine I'm missing any sort of a story spoiler? Is it something that we're going to find in... Like, I know the one... I'm almost positive the very, very last one is in the last quest... main quest, but the one that's right next to the Thunderjaw, do you know what it is? And is it a huge spoiler, or is it even a machine we haven't seen yet? It could just be simply a machine I didn't scan. And if that's the case, then, you know, it is what it is. If you know what it is, and it falls under the criteria of it's not going to be spoilery, just let me know what it is, and then maybe that'll that'll, you know, bring a little peace to my mind. Oh, Sean is also here by proxy playing Doom Eternal. Didn't he say he was getting frustrated with Doom Eternal because it was very difficult or something? And tonight is the night he wants to he wants to try. Oh gosh. I've never played any of the Doom games. I've seen other people play them, and then of course, like, there was that brief respite of time where, like, Animal Crossing and Doom were having their, like, little fun crossovers, you know, through Reddit and stuff, which was just cute, and Twitter, which was just cute and endearing. It's not a... Yeah, go ahead, tell me, Josh. If it's not a spoiler, let me know what that machine is, because that'll put my mind at ease, and then maybe after we're done with the main story tonight, we can just go grab it real quick and get that achievement or something. While I was in... I was actually going to start the stream from inside Gaia Base, and so I decided, oh, I'll go down into the basement because the main story quest wants me to go up into the Gaia room. And no, that was a mistake because a cutscene started triggering, so I immediately mashed the option button and restarted from, like, an earlier save. So it should still be fine, and I didn't see anything important. It's just Aloy, like, walked into the room and started looking around like this, and I was like, uh-oh, can't do this. So, oh, it's a Frost Claw? I know we've seen Frost Claws, maybe I didn't scan them. Okay. And that actually makes sense. That makes sense too, because, like, well, does it make sense? Where do they have the Fire Claw? Is the Fire Claw... No, the Fire Claw's not even right after that. No, the Fire Claw's right here. Oh well. So we're missing the Frost Claw, and then we're missing some other machine that I'm sure we're going to see today, so... we've talked to everybody here as of last night. The only people we haven't talked to are Silens, Tilda, and Brigala, who are somewhere in the base. I'm assuming either in the basement... Oh wait! Is that Tilda right there? Oh, Tilda's right here.
There you are.
Hi, Tilda. Tilda, do you have anything to say? Oh.
Well done, Aloy. Despite my reservations, you managed to secure Silence and his weapon. You're truly a shining example of Liz's fortitude.
I've been thinking about what you said at your house. How you were friends with Elizabeth. It was more than that.
Oh.
Perceptive as ever. You're right, we were together for a time.
Oh, Sean, there you go. Ding, ding, ding.
So, what happened?
I was an orphan. I had always been alone.
Oh, face cam.
By my 30s, I was starting to wonder if that was
Oops.
simply my fate in life.
Boop. Hi, I'm back.
We kept running into each other at conferences. We'd have coffee. At some point, it became drinks. I thought it was just shop talk, an exchange of ideas, but then I was surprised at how much I looked forward to seeing her. Soon we were flying halfway across the world every other week just to meet up.
Wow.
For the first time, I didn't feel lonely. I could imagine a future where I wasn't.
This is why she's helping Aloy.
I think Liz felt the same way at first. She had lost her mother a few years
Kind of
back.
creepy, though, since Aloy's like 19 and
filled
this
a void
woman's
for her.
like 1,000.
I know I did. But as time passed,
Talk
it
about
seemed
robbing
as
the
though
cradle.
She wanted less when I wanted more. And so we ended things.
So Liz pushed her away. What a
So
surprise.
Restoring Elizabeth's dream. It's what?
A second chance, yes. I made a mistake leaving Earth while Liz stayed behind. I should have done more. So when I saw you, a woman who has carved her own remarkable path, beyond even what made Liz a phenomenon, I knew I had to help you. To do right by her.
You know, I like Tilda. I really, 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 really want to believe that she's being genuine. And I feel like just because, like, unless she's completely lying to us and, like, just playing into what she thinks Aloy wants to believe, like, she loved Elizabeth. I mean, you could tell. Like, I mean, you could tell this whole time. I mean, really. So I think she wants... I think she's being genuine. I really do, guys. But, I mean, if this happens to be a ruse, and they set us up, and, like, Gerard and Eric are in on this, you know, and have been in on this the whole time, then it'll be, like, the greatest setup of all time, and we deserve to get played, right? Because, like, it's pretty convincing otherwise, but, you know, they are 1,000 years old. You have to understand these people are far more intelligent than probably any of us are. Sean says, I don't think it was a government secret, but I still feel validated. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't like a crazy, like, oh my god, what a shocker. But, like, you did kind of call it, like, fairly early on, though. Like, even before, like, I had started to speculate in my head, but I hadn't said anything about it, and you actually came forth and said something. So you like, beat me to it. Alright, wow, let's ask her all these questions. Let's start with her and Elizabeth, since we were just talking about that.
Why do you think Elizabeth pulled away?
Because she did that with everybody,
I've wondered
Aloy.
that for 1,000 years.
Wow.
She was brilliant, visionary. She cared so deeply for the world, for the betterment of humanity. But it also felt like she kept everyone at arm's length, including me.
Travis
she never
Tate.
wanted to share her burdens. I think, in the end, she had a core that she never let anyone be part of. Sometimes I wonder if anyone really knew her.
I found a recording of you and Elizabeth back in the proving lab after Far Zenith's attempt to steal Gaia.
Yes. A most unpleasant conversation.
Yep, we remember
She
that one.
Said something after the call. I think she regretted how things ended between you.
Did she? All this time, thank you for telling me. I've always hated that those were the last words we ever said to each other. And that her last impression of me was as a functionary of Far Zenith, not who I truly am.
Okay, you don't gotta throw that in there though, Tilda. When you throw stuff like that into every sentence, it makes me not believe you. You know what I mean? Not that I'm not a Far Zenith. Like, you know, when she starts doing stuff like that, I'm like, okay, like, enough of that. Come on. Let's ask about her house.
Why did you make the data channel look like your house?
I built that house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place, not just for me, but for the art stored in its depths. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly, some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and
I remember this
technical.
conversation. We basically had this
I
talk
thought
with
if she
her
could
already.
experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter.
Yeah, see, she even
more than
said
I
this
did.
house, so this is the same dialogue from when we were at the house talking to her. I don't know why they do that. Sometimes they'll make it white again, as if we haven't heard it already, which is weird, but I don't know, maybe it's just like, you know, your final chance to ask that question. Which of these should we ask first? I don't know, your time with the Zeniths, I guess.
You said before that you're not like the other Zeniths. That you never were. But you went along with all of their plans.
Yes, you did.
Out of necessity. I'm not proud of it. But complicity became a means of survival, both when Earth was consumed and when the colony on Sirius was destroyed. I did what I had to. But I resolved to remain one step ahead of the others, to try to undo what damage I could. Hence the data channel with Beta. The secret passage into their base and the little trick I pulled to save you.
But also you said you didn't, like... She said that the thing that changed her mind and made her want to betray them was when she read or saw Aloy's focus. But that only happened, like, gosh, like a couple weeks ago at this point. So she couldn't have been planning that for very long. I don't know. You You know, I'm trying to remain a healthy distance away from her, you know what I mean? Like, I am obviously still questioning what she says. I want to believe her. I think I do believe her. But there's just a little part of me that's like, okay, but we gotta keep questioning you because I know how these games work, you know what I mean? Let's talk about the other Zeniths. Zeniths. I don't know. God, it's so easy to switch between Zeniths and Zeniths. Oh, okay, wow. We really get to ask about, okay, the rest of them. I just like how it's, you know, the rest of them, the rest of those people. Let's ask about, I would say, okay, let's ask, Stanley Chen. I don't think Stanley Chen is alive. Stanley Chen, correct me if I'm wrong, he's the guy that developed the thing that was in Las Vegas, the, like, water reservoir reclamation thing. That's what he designed. Let's ask about him, because I think he probably died. Like, we know Eric and Gerard are still alive, and Verbena just died, so maybe Stanley died before them. So let's ask about Stanley first.
When I was in the ruins of Vegas, I found data on a man named Stanley Chen. I think he was
a pretty decent, you know, I mean,
Stanley,
it's a name, but...
ever the optimist. He was one of the good ones. When we established our colony, he built an exact replica of Las Vegas in virtual reality.
Oh, cool.
Lights, shows, gambling, every detail perfectly recreated. And while others cloistered themselves in their own fantasies, he flung his doors wide to everyone.
The way you're talking about him, I'm guessing he didn't make it back to Earth?
No, he perished when our colony was destroyed. He would have been thrilled to discover that part of his beloved city survived.
The thought of them all having access to their own VR worlds that are, like, so immersive and so fully fleshed out that they feel so real that they cloister themselves, meaning basically I would build my own version of a perfect world and then live inside it and not let anybody else in. Like, how strange. And also, like, it just makes me go, like, wow, can you imagine all the weird-ass shit that people made VRs of? Like, there's gotta be that one guy that, like, has some weird creepy sex dungeon in his, like, VR, you know what I mean? Like, that kind of stuff. Like, these people are, like, I don't know, that's, like, it's, like, borderline, like, just completely messed up in the head to want to live inside of a, like, trust me, I love video games, but I don't think there would ever be a time when I'd be like, yeah, this virtual reality is so real that I want to live in this rather than in, like, the real world, or, like, I don't want to, like, if at any rate, I'd be like, oh yeah, I want my friends to come and play in my virtual reality world so that they can see what I've built and we can, like, fight monsters and stuff together. I don't know, like, that, like, it's weird to imagine them cloistering themselves in a virtual reality world, because they went off and built a civilization that many light years away, and all they did was just hide themselves in VR. Like, what a waste. What a waste. Sean says, I have a bad feeling she may be enemy of my enemy type of thing where she wants to overthrow the other Zeniths. So what do you mean? Like, once she overthrows the other Zeniths, then she's just going to betray us right afterward for whatever gain she wants? What gain do you think that would be, though? To build a world in her image instead of their image? I mean, is that what she's after? Could she not just... Wouldn't it just be a lot easier to kill them? You know? Like, if she knows that Silence has a way to bypass their shields, couldn't she have just tried her best to ally with... And I mean, I guess that's technically what she's doing, right? I don't know. Maybe it could be, but I'm still not sure. Sean says, you ever consider doing a VR streaming thing? We used to watch a ton of Beat Saber vids. Looks like fun. I don't know. I've never done VR before. I do get migraines, like, often, and I've heard a lot of people say that they get, like, bad headaches and migraines from doing VR, so I've kind of stayed away from it. Also, I just haven't wanted to fork out the money for, like, an Oculus or whatever. But it is definitely not outside the realm of possibility. In fact, I know that there's, like, a kind of janky version of Subnautica VR, and I have watched other YouTubers play through it, and even though it's weird, because when you watch somebody else play VR, you can sort of see the difference in how it looks, but ultimately you're never going to really experience it the way that they are experiencing it. So like, you'll watch people play Subnautica VR and they'll be like, holy mother of God, that like sea creature is like 1,000 times bigger than I thought it was. Because apparently when you're in VR, scale actually matters, like, because you feel like you're in the world. And so the models that otherwise on like monsters and stuff looked relatively fair-sized or even small, they suddenly, you're like, oh my god, this thing dwarfs me and I'm terrified. So that could be interesting. Like, Subnautica VR could be interesting, but I definitely would not play the whole game in it. That would be something where it would be like a completely one-off bonus episode, and even then, it's not 100% likely because I would have to get my hands on a virtual reality set, and I just don't know if I don't know, like I said, I don't know if it would give me migraines, and B, I don't know if I'm willing to shell out the money. It's not that I can't shell out the money for it, it's just that, like, there has to be, like, a greater need for it. You know what I mean? Patrick says, these are my VR anime girls. Exactly. Like, you know that one of those weirdos has, like, some, like, creepy little girl VR dungeon or something. Like, you know that, like, with how weird and whacked out they were, and the fact that they, like, I mean, think about it. After living for 1,000 years, you know, I mean, I'd imagine you would get bored of things, like, fairly quickly, and then you'd start getting into weird, like, I don't know. I just feel like no one should live to be 1,000 years old, you know what I mean? Like, wouldn't you just get bored of living, just in general? And I'm not even talking about just, like, sex things. I mean, like, just in general, wouldn't you just get bored of living and always, unless you could always be searching for something new and always discover something new? I don't, like, what would even be the purpose? Especially if everyone lived that long, because then nobody would, in theory, really die, and you'd just be living with the same people for the rest of your life. I don't know, kind of crazy, or for all of eternity. Angie says, kinda gives me the vibes of the plot in Ready Player One, where the virtual world overtook the real world. I saw that movie. I haven't read the book, because I know it's based off of the book, but I did actually see that movie. And it's been a long time, so I do sort of remember, like, how it went. And I also remember leaving that movie and being very upset at certain aspects of it. I think I hated the ending. If I recall, I think I hated the ending, but I don't know. It's been so long. Honestly, meh. Patrick says, or Sean says, LOL Patrick, just thinking of a version of VChat that's 1,000 years into the virtual reality chat that's 1,000 years in the future. Random Pepsi Man or SpongeBob NPCs just randomly walking around. Yeah, like, I don't know. It's just the possibilities are endless, and yet, like, you know that the humans probably just built, like, stupid shit in their VR. Alright, let's ask about Verbena.
When Beta escaped and hid in an ancient research facility, I saw another one of the Zeniths. Verbena. Who was she?
A dull star amidst a sea of brighter constellations.
Wow, she just got dragged.
Unlike most of Far Zenith's members who amassed their wealth through shrewd business deals and technological achievements, Verbena inherited her billions. Her father had achieved great success in the luxury holotourism industry. At age 24, she became the world's most eligible bachelorette, branding herself a life designer. Someone who leverages their fame to influence the choice of others.
What, like a cult?
In a way, yes.
Well, she must have done something right to have survived this long.
She was her own brand of ruthless. That much is true. But even rats can cling to a vessel for escape.
Wow. So Tilda did not like Verbena. I imagine Tilda's not very upset that Verbena is dead now. What about mental state? You're physically immortal, but what about the mind? Well, and here's the thing too. Your brain is an organ just like any other organ in your body. It would also need to be replaced at a point, or you would have to, and I think more to I don't think they're replacing their body parts with new body parts. I think probably what their technology has done is they've figured out a way to either stop cellular degradation or a way to make the cells auto-repair themselves, like, for all of eternity. So that essentially it's like, you know, it's like, well, and isn't there some kind of, like, there's been studies on the fact that, like, 50 years into your lifespan, you don't have a single part of your body that's even the original body anymore. Like, everything, all of the cells have died and, like, replaced themselves. I don't know, maybe they found a way to continue that process, like, you know, in an unlimited sense. But yes, like, because the thing is mental, like, mental health is just as much physical and chemical as it is intangible, you know, like, it's not just about, like, emotions and feelings and thoughts and stuff like that. It's also about your brain chemistry and actual physical trauma to certain parts of the brain can cause you to have mental disorders as well. So these are all very good questions. I don't know if the developers thought through all of the questions, but knowing these developers, it, like, let's say we don't defeat Far Zenith this game, okay? And then maybe the next game we go to their world or something. I mean, that would be nuts. And also kind of unlikely. I think, if anything, because they threw in the, oh, what is the tribe that Alva is a part of? I can't remember their names. I can't remember. Why can't I remember? Whatever, Alva's tribe, they came from overseas, so I think if by the end of tonight we figure out there is going to be a third game, I think it will more likely take us across sea to other continents rather than into space. But who knows? But if they do take us into space, then, like, presumably we will learn more about the Zeniths just in general and kind of how they dealt with their civilization and what happened to it, and, like, I don't know. Let's see. Her outfit is so unique. I know, I love her outfit. I really, really hope that there are people cosplaying as Tilda. All I can think about is the elves. I'm sure the long-lived have come up with stuff to amuse themselves for hundreds of years. Yeah, you're probably right, Disney, but at what point do you, I mean, I don't know, are the possibilities truly endless, or do you eventually run out of things to amuse yourself with? Like, I don't know. The Quen. Yeah, the Quen is what I was trying to think of. Sean says not much of a positive opinion there. Oh yeah, of Verbena? Yeah. Let's ask about... Eric was the one that tried to kill us. Let's ask about him, because Gerard seems to be the one that's in charge.
So, Eric... was he always a bloodthirsty psychopath?
I believe he got worse over time. On Earth, he was the founder of a profitable private military company.
Military.
A band of cutthroats, in other words. Even as governments abandoned human combatants in favor of automated warfare. He found success with clientele that required a more personal touch.
So what, like bounties?
That he personally hunted and killed his targets.
Yeah.
On occasion.
So bounties.
All for the thrill of it.
Oh.
But on Sirius, he retreated to virtual reality simulations. In them, he could go on rampages as violent as he pleased, though I suspect with diminishing satisfaction.
Well, yeah.
Alva's tribe believes he was one of the greatest people from the old world.
Then they would be quite disappointed to meet him, though I'm sure he'd bask in the adoration.
Okay. Let's ask about Gerard.
What can you tell me about Gerard?
He was the head of the world's largest financial conglomerate, and as such had dealings with almost every major corporation. It made him one of the wealthiest people on Earth, and certainly the wealthiest among Far Zenith.
What does one person do with that much money?
Buy more power, more influence.
Yep.
Gerard's always
all about
believed
power.
himself to
We
be a
talked about this
refined
the other day.
patrician, able to maintain control with a polished smile. But beneath that exterior is a cold and calculating operator. It was his decision to restrict Beta's upbringing to her digital educators, the avatars of the Apollo database, while we were painted as her benefactors.
Well, we'll deal with him soon enough. And the others.
I would very much like to see his face when he realizes we've beaten him.
I really, 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 really want to believe you. I really do. All right, let's ask about the rest of them.
Okay, so I've had run-ins with a handful of Zeniths. What about the rest?
An array of the wealthiest people on Earth. Titans of their industries.
And let me guess. All selfish and ruthless to the core?
Most, but not all. There were a few with whom I got along. Annika Murjani, for instance, was always delightful.
Yeah.
She founded the Holonet's most successful dance channel and was herself mesmerizing to watch.
Nice.
And I had fascinating discussions with Song Jiao.
Song Jiao.
About her work in cellular biology.
Our
immortality treatments are due in part to her achievements.
Mm-hmm.
But then there were others like Devin Miller, the CEO of a fast food printing corporation. His only real preoccupations were perfecting his golf swing and taking self-hollows. When I think about all of us, we really should have accomplished more. We had eternity.
Interesting. The way even just how she talks about, like, we had eternity. Well, then why, what happened? Is it just because all of the wealthiest people, like, if the, I think this is like a commentary almost, if you think about it, because, like, all of these useless-ass rich people got launched into space and survived and lived 1,000 years, achieved immortality. And the true hearts of the world, the people that really truly fought to save and to replenish the human race even after it was long gone, the Zero Dawn team, they all got murdered in cold blood. It's like not fair, is it? It's like, it's not fair. Tilda shouldn't be alive right now. Like, Liz should be alive. And I guess in a way she is, but, it's not the same. Okay, let's go back. Let's ask about what is in the Zenith base.
When it's time to break into the Zenith base, what can we expect?
I'll go over the full layout once you've assembled your friends.
Okay.
Suffice it to say, we will need to push as fast as possible to Beta and Gaia's location, dealing with heavy resistance along the way. There are also printing facilities where the others have been amassing the natural resources they've stripped from the region.
What for?
First for use in the base's infrastructure, and then to fabricate more Spectre drones, a small army of them.
Oh, good.
When I was out in the wilds, I saw a shuttle take off from the island, heading for space.
It was likely ferrying materials to and from our ship in orbit. After hundreds of years luxuriating in our digital comforts, the ship was barely space-worthy when we made our escape. Disaster can strike at any moment. We've learned our lesson.
Oh. Thanks, Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Sylens' weapon.
Have you figured out how Sylens' weapon works?
No, and he's been very careful not to allow me near it. I'll admit it bothers me, but regardless of how it functions, I am confident it will deactivate the other shields en masse.
How many of them are in the base?
10, including Eric and Gerard. Only a handful of us made it to our ship when our colony collapsed.
So there's 10 Zeniths. That's what she just basically said. There's actually 10 Zeniths alive. So there are Zeniths still alive that we haven't seen yet. Sean says, think about how fast tech has evolved in the last 100 years, how much faster it will evolve in another 1,000 years if you didn't lose the really genius people like Hawking and didn't have wars, famines, political BS to get in the way of research. Even with, like, that's the thing. Look at how far we've come even in spite of the fact that we have had world wars and all of this other stuff. I mean, sometimes, in some cases, technology is the reason for having wars, like one civilization or one what am I trying to say? One group of people gets a hold of some kind of, technological thing, and then they threaten all the other people with it, and then the other people are like, oh, well, then we got to build our own thing, and then suddenly everyone's tossing atomic bombs at each other, like it. But I've often thought about this though, like, and I've talked about this on stream before. I often think about, like, I try to project my mind, 100 or hundreds or thousands even years into the future, and I just wonder what it will be like just based on how quickly technology has advanced even within our very, very, very short lifetimes. Like, I'm only 32. You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about how fast technology has advanced in the last 100 years, and I've only been alive for 32 of those last 100 years. So there was three times as much time even before I was born that I'm like trying to go over and say, well, this is when this technology, and so imagine in 100 years, even in just 100 years, like the crazy things we're going to be able to do if the world does not blow itself up first. And I'm often afraid of that. I'm often afraid that as technology advances and as people get more and more bored, as like media, like you think about all of everyone trying to tap into media outlets, create new movies. Like for how long are people going to be able to truly create new and exhilarating, movies and stuff? I think we're already seeing it to a point, because you see all these major film companies just simply rebooting pre-existing series of characters or worlds or whatever, rather than creating new ones. And the truth is because I think to a degree, like, the human race, like, has kind of gotten, I don't know, like, I want to say, is it complacent? I don't know. We are, like, comfortable with what we know, and we're not, like, I don't know. I need to stop talking about this kind of stuff, because really I could just blab and blab and blab, and that's not what we're here for. But, like, I'm very, very interested in this particular storyline that they've taken with Horizon because of the Far Zeniths. They fascinate me. The concept of humans that have lived to be 1,000 years old, and yet Tilda still like, why is Tilda's speech pattern not completely different? Because, like, I've picked up a little bit of a country twang just living in North Carolina for like 10 years, okay? I mean, not a heavy one, but enough. And that's in 10 years. Like, if it was like a very small colony of people and they shot themselves off into space and then 1,000 years goes by, you're telling me that they wouldn't at least sound more different? Like, Tilda sounds very, like, calculated and intelligent and, like, kind of cold and distant, but that's not necessarily unhuman. There are humans that sound just like Tilda, because Tilda's being voiced by a human, and I wonder, like, there are certain things where I'm like, why do these people not sound dramatically different than we do? Why do they not look dramatically different than we do? Did their bodies not evolve? Like, I guess they didn't, because they had this technology that keeps them from aging or something. I don't know.
I'll let you know.
I have so many questions.
I'll be here until then.
I have so many.
Thank you, Aloy, for giving me this chance. My past has always been a struggle. More than once I've lost everything. But when I look to the future, I see Liz's dream fulfilled. A universe of new possibilities.
Maybe we can make it happen.
We will. I won't let anything get in the way. I promise you that.
I don't know. I want to trust you so badly, but you're like, I don't know. I'm not gonna dwell on it. We're gonna know soon enough. We're literally gonna know soon enough. Okay, there's Katalo. We've already talked to him. Is Regala supposed to be somewhere in this base? Also, I see a purple box.
Oh, there's Quen stuff in here now.
Huh?
Must be Alva's.
Eh? What's she talking about? Oh! What is this? How did I miss this? Tanakh, the common language. I'm not going to read this, honestly. Like, I don't know. I don't think this is... Oh, well, Alva did just... Okay, fine. Ever since the expedition landed, we encountered barbarians. Sorry, Tanakh. A question has been gnawing at me. Given the massive distance between here and the Great Delta, how is it possible that we all speak the same language? I was even, like, we were just talking about languages and stuff, too, so I guess this is interesting. I mean, the legacy tells us that the ancestors had many languages. How did it all get reduced to one? Very good question. For questions like these, it's handy to have a friendly super intelligence around. I love Gaia. She's so nice and patient, even when I can't stop talking and bombard her with overlapping queries. And while she can't explain everything I ask her, for this one, she had the answer. Apparently, the Zero Dawn system was designed to release people into the world as young adults after being educated via the Apollo database. I sure wish I could have gone to that school. Language instruction was supposed to be a big part of the coursework. Students were encouraged to learn many languages, thus keeping alive the vibrant linguistics of the old world. But when Ted Faro erased Apollo, she makes me so mad. Alva. Zero Dawn reverted to its default language, and that's all the kids in the Cradle facilities ever got. So our ancestors, I mean our tribal ones, not the legacy ones, all started with the same speech and never got to learn any more. Mystery solved. Yet another rotten, completely unfair thing that shithead, beg my pardon, did to the world. Alva. So that explains, I was wondering that at some point. I never brought it up on stream, but I was wondering why everyone spoke English and nobody seemed to speak other languages. Even human creativity is a finite resource. Regala is where beta was. Okay, so how do you know that? That must be what triggered when I went to go downstairs. Okay, so let's go downstairs then. Also, Sean says, kind of curious how money worked for the Zeniths. Like, were there machines maintaining other machines? Where did supplies come from? Did anyone have to do any actual work? Who knows? That's why I kind of want there to be a third game, and I want it, like, I wish we could go to the Zenith world and see what it is, and what they did, and what they were like, because now I'm fascinated by that. But I don't know, we'll see. Is Regala...
This place smells wrong.
Oh, she's up there. You know, you're not really supposed to be sitting on top of those servers, ma'am. Those aren't, like, important, they do things.
And the others up there. Your squad.
They can hold their own. And as for this base, it may not be what you're used to, but it is a shelter.
Call it what it is. A cage.
You came here on your own.
For the battle you promised. So for now I wait in my cage for your word. Tell me when to strike.
Regala, why are you like this? Why are you like this, Regala? How can we help you? The rebellion against Hekarro.
The whole time I've been in the West, I've been fighting you and your rebels. I'd at least like to know why.
You were among the enemy. What more is there to know?
Why did you do it?
Dorak, Jiroka, Makalo, and the Karja pushed into the desert to raid our people. My brother's squad was among the first to intercept them. But the Karja captured them, strung them up, and burned them alive as an example. It was too late. I found them by the sound of their screams.
So you wanted vengeance?
Vengeance? No. I wanted devastation. To tear down the Karja's cities and drown the land in blood. Hunt down every last survivor and grind their bones until the sky chokes on dust.
That writing.
But my chief betrayed me. Betrayed the Tenakth.
Holy crap, dude. Holy crap. She is hardcore. Grind their bones into dust and, what did she say, choke on them or something like that? Like, Jesus Christ. Hekarro's betrayal.
How did Hekarro betray you?
Hekarro called on the clans to resist the Karja's red raids. But we did more than just defend. We hunted them. And they fled, as children before a pack of claw striders, all the way to their border. There we ripped down their stone walls. Their domain was ours for the taking. But when it came time to push on, Hekarro ordered us to fall back. What soldier retreats when slaughter is at hand?
The kind who wants peace for their people.
Peace is just a lull between vendettas. But I thought my chief had greater tactics in mind, so I stood by him, even when he allowed that filthy Karja to join our ranks.
Fashav.
I enjoyed watching him die at the embassy. He should have been put down when we first captured him on the field. Instead, Hikaru made him a marshal.
Fashav told me how he became a marshal. He earned it just like any Tenakth.
It was an insult. No Outlander can ever deserve to wear our armor, bear our marks.
What about me?
And then a Karja messenger was brought before us? That's when I knew. I had to run my blade through Hikaru and drag his treacherous corpse to the gates of the Sundom.
Jesus, lady. Sean says it's not too late to kill her, just saying.
What happened when the Karja messenger appeared before Hikaru?
The quivering priests bore a message from their new king. No more war. No more raids. Suddenly the Karja wanted to talk peace. An embassy at the very fortress we tore down. A true Tenakth would never take a Karja truce. Their blood exists to be spilled. But Hikaru lapped up the priest's message. He showed himself a Karja-loving traitor when he accepted. That's when I challenged him.
And lost.
His mercy was just another sign of his weakness. I vowed never to rest until the debt was repaid, with him on his knees before me. So with an army of soldiers and machines at my back, I returned. The day you got in my way.
Yeah, how do you feel about that, Regala? You still okay with that whole honor system? Like, you're gonna honor your deal, right? Not gonna try to, like, stab us in the back or anything, are you? Disney says, Regala is crazy intense and I wanted to kill her. I know you did. I know. Oh god. Alright, your deal with Silence, then.
The deal you made. Override tech in exchange for an assault on the Zenith base. How did Silence approach you?
That name means nothing to me. My agreement was with the Oseram Sarah and her sons of Prometheus.
So all this time, you didn't even know who you were really dealing with? And you trusted an Outlander?
If it was a trick, I would have crushed her. But she spoke with the same burning hatred for the Karja. And she offered me the chance to run them down with machines. The terror in your enemy's eyes when they see you charge. You know what I'm talking about. I bet you've felt it.
I don't think so.
You looked a little guilty there for a second, though, Aloy, didn't you?
Deal. Would you have honored it?
Had I killed Hikaru and become chief, these Zeniths would have been the first of the tribe's victories. But because of you, my people will continue to consort with the enemy. A tribe of weaklings.
Because of me, hundreds of Tenakth won't throw away their lives in a battle they can't win.
Battling the Zeniths. Oh, by the way, I just want to, like, toss this out. Everyone make sure you change your live, or your top chat to live chat, because I had forgotten and I had missed some of the comments along the way, so just, if everyone is interested in actually seeing what everyone else is writing, switch to live chat. It's much better.
Are you really going to fight alongside me?
I have no reason to betray you.
Really?
I failed to kill Hikaru, failed to eliminate you. No Tenakth would follow me now. The Karja remain out of my reach, cowering behind their walls. All I have left are the screams of those long dead and unending rage. So show me where to bury it.
Yeah, she just wants to die. Does anybody else, like, do you guys not feel sorry for her? She literally watched her siblings be tortured until they died she found them by the sounds of their screams when it was too late to save them, and like has been like, basically she needs a therapist and never got one. And this is what happens when you suffer trauma and don't seek mental therapy. You turn into Regala. And now I just feel bad for her, because she feels like the only way out of this, the only way that she can be at peace with any of this, is if she dies honorably in battle, which is basically suicide. It is a form of suicide. All right, well, be ready, Regala, because your moment's coming, I guess.
All right. I guess we'll both face the end soon enough.
Ever since you got in my way, I've wanted to see your bones burned white beneath the sun. But if I'm to die in battle, then it might as well be with the one who flew with the wings of the 10.
I'll let you know when it's time to move out.
Wow. Alright, so that just leaves Silence. Anyone know where Silence is? Is he down here too, or is he... Oh, he's probably up there with Gaia, right? Okay, does anybody know if Silence is here to talk to? Because I don't want to miss him. I guess I could just go around and check all the rooms. But I kind of feel like Silence is not going to be down here with Regala. Well, actually, maybe. I mean, they were working together. Maybe it would make sense for him to be down here. But I don't think so, because I think that was... Checked all the rooms now. He's not going to be in the air vents. I don't think he's going to be in here, but we might as well check. Yeah, I don't think so. We've been in this room before. I think this just had stuff to loot in it, right? Oh, this was... wasn't this originally how we got that power cell or something? I don't know. He's not in here. Either way. We've talked to Erend. We've talked to Zoe. We can't talk to Varl anymore. So... Oh, we've talked to Alva as well.
Did you need
Oh,
something?
hey, there he is. There he is. Hi, Silence. The man of the hour. The elusive one. What have you been up to these, like... Oh, I don't know. What has it been? Like 14 streams now? The last 40 hours of the game? Where you been, Silence?
Bravo. You managed to sway a Zenith to your side. Care to explain?
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always room to optimize. But that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend my undertakings. So, ask away.
Since when were you so forthcoming?
Since you turned this into a waiting game. And as it seems you have found modest success, perhaps I'm willing to be generous.
I don't like the creepy music they're playing. Why do they always play creepy music when Silence is involved in this game? What is gonna happen? I like, literally, guys, I want you all to be proud of me. I have somehow, despite being a content creator who posts Horizon videos on YouTube, I have somehow managed to, on YouTube, dodge every possible spoiler for this game. I don't know how this game ends. I don't know if there's gonna be a third game. Like, I know nothing. The only thing that I know is that this is the final quest simply because of an article that I read that said, make sure you scan all the machines in this quest or you will miss a missable achievement. But it didn't even say what machines they were. It just said scan all of the machines in the Singularity quests. But other than that, like, I don't know how this game is going to end. Like, I'm just as in the dark, I think, as most of you. And I know some of you, I'm sure some of you, like, I think Josh, I'm pretty sure you know how this game ends. So, you know, remain spoiler free until we get there. But, like, I'm pretty proud of myself because it's hard to stay spoiler free for this long on a game like this on the internet, or for anything on the internet, really. All right, let's ask about the Quen first, and then the weapon, and then the plan.
While I was out there, I had a couple run-ins with the Quen.
The tribe from across the ocean. And?
Their entire tribe was shaped around the discovery of focuses. One of them, Alva, even joined me here. Don't you want to know more about them?
No. They stumbled upon the greatest technological artifact from the ancient world, and what did they do with it? They shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in mysticism and taboo, creating a pantheon out of corporate shills.
Yes, well, it also led them to Thebes.
Did it now?
Uh-oh. Aloy. Aloy, no! No, Aloy! Why would you say that? Why would you say that, Aloy? Why would you give Silence that information that he clearly did not have? No! Oh my god, if Ted Faro did not die in Thebes, guess who's gonna go and find him and revive him now? Good job, Aloy, you frickin' idiot. God. Oh no! Did you see the pure look of joy on his face when she said that?
So those run-ins with the Quen I mentioned. On one of them I teamed up with their expedition to search Thebes. We found Pharaoh at the end.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
Wow. Yep, see, he basically just admitted that's exactly what he would have done. Assuming Ted Faro is actually alive, which I do not believe he is, there is no way they would not show Ted Faro Abomination and then just let that be the end of it. There's no way. Ted Faro's gonna be the final boss of this series, whether it's in this game or we're getting another game. I'm telling you, I've been calling this since the first game. Even back in the first game, I was telling you guys before this game came out that Ted Faro was somehow still alive, or there was a clone of him, and he was gonna be the ultimate bad guy, because everyone hates Ted Faro so much, and he's basically the one that started all of this in the first place. So, and now we know he's like, or he was, you know, an amalgamation of like mutated cells that literally looked like Cthulhu blob, like veiny grossness. Like he's gonna be like, just trust me on this, okay? Just trust me. Let's ask about the weapon.
Tell me about the weapon. How does it work?
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drones? Yes. Even you can appreciate the value of secrecy when warranted. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how is knowledge that is mine alone.
Yeah, he needs leverage. He needs to hold on to... Remember how we talked about how knowledge is power, and withholding knowledge from people allows you to retain power over them? This is a prime example. If Silence doesn't tell us how he made this weapon, then we need Silence. It ensures that he stays alive, because if he dies, the knowledge of this weapon presumably goes with him. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is survival. Knowledge is everything. Don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise, but just simply knowing something is like the most powerful thing you can have on Earth. Outside of maybe like, you know, an atomic bomb. But, you know, that's a different thing. I don't know. Your plan, Silence, what is, or are we talking about my plan or his plan? I don't know. Somebody's plan.
Okay, so your big plan, everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated it. Then you came up with a plan to defeat them by using a Tenakth army and that weapon. And to get the Tenakth to fight for you, or rather the Sons of Prometheus, armed Regala's rebels with override tech.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing catch-up?
Wow.
So all this time, even before I found the coordinates at the Spire, you were out here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell me?
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tenakth to assault the Zenith base. The casualties would be extreme. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary. Thus, I devised a means to remove your interference from the equation at the Hades Proving Lab.
So did he intend for us to die? Is that what he basically just said? He intended for the Zeniths to find us and kill us, so that we would be removed from the equation. Really?
Why help Regala take over? If you wanted an army, you could have just gone to Hikaru.
Before Regala's rebellion, Hikaru was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with the Karja. Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easier.
Yes, exceedingly so. All Regala craved was war against the Karja and anyone who threatens the Tenakt. She would have led the tribe into battle without question, which was precisely what I needed.
Alright, in chat, let's see. Josh says, isn't Thebes all lava now? Doesn't matter. He alive. He has to be. Sean says, I think Pharaoh was in a separate chamber. I think they could claim that that chamber didn't get lava flooded. But they did claim that they killed him, right? They shot him, and the whole thing, if you guys remember, was that there was a failsafe in Thebes so that should Ted Pharaoh ever die, the chambers would begin filling up with lava as a failsafe. So we are led to believe that the guy went in there and shot him with an arrow or something and killed him, and that's why the place imploded, basically. But I don't think I don't think he's dead. Also, I don't think I think Ted Pharaoh was so like into himself and so over like confident. He probably was like, no one's gonna kill me, so I'll just make this so that if I'm in any danger of dying, we'll activate these failsafes, and then I'll like jettison myself out or like something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But then again, like, why was he in there for so long and not already getting out? I mean, it seems like he was just an amalgamation. Like, is he still capable of having thought? Is he capable of moving around? Like, what is he now? I don't know. The fact that they never showed him actually dying is kind of like plot armor, in my opinion. He's not dead, says Sean. Josh says, that's true. Next game or DLC, maybe. Sean says, oh shit. Disney says, Silence is a bad guy. I know, Disney, but I'm not sure. None of us are sure. Like, clearly he's not a good guy, but I don't know. I don't know if he's I don't know. What does he want with the Metal Devil? That's what I want to know. I want that question answered. Sean says, yeah, I'm not sure, Josh. I'm curious. Okay. Let's ask him about the Proving Lab.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zenith at the Hades Proving Lab. They almost killed me.
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset.
Yeah, well, you were wrong.
Thereby keeping you out of harm's way, and more importantly, out of my way.
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have known that particular detail.
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today.
Alright, Sons of Prometheus.
Why create the Sons of Prometheus? You didn't need a Sarah to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. My time serving Hades in the Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved. Through the Sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plans, all while remaining anonymous.
Except to a Sarah.
So Angie says, Silence voice actor is the hotel manager from John Wick. His name, I was looking at this last night, and I've known this for a while, and also I watched that interview of like the voice actors like talking about their characters. His name, I believe, is Lance Reddick, and he's been in a lot. He's been in a lot. And for those that don't know, Silence, the character, is actually modeled after Lance Reddick, the actor who voices him. So the guy who voices Silence actually exists in real life. Like Silence, the way he looks, you know, minus the Banuk stuff, this guy actually exists in real life. This is a real person, technically. So that's interesting. Tilda is played by the woman who played Trinity in The Matrix, for any of you who know who she is. That's Tilda's voice actress. I believe her name is Carrie Ann Moss. Aloy is voiced by Ashley Birch, who looks honestly nothing like Aloy, but I don't think they were doing the CGI like motion capture for the characters in the first game. Although Sylens, I don't know. Ashley Birch does not really look like Aloy, but that's who voices her. And then there are a couple of others, important characters. I can't remember the names of their actors off the top of my head, but those are the important ones you should know about, because they're very, very talented, and they've been in a lot of stuff. Like, this is just a stellar cast that has done the voice acting for this game.
How did you get a Sarah to work for you?
I knew there was an associate of the Oseram tinker Durval, who escaped his failed assault on Meridian. It was trivial to track her down and gain her cooperation. She wanted to succeed where Durval had failed.
Am I the only one that doesn't really care about Asera at all?
Asera would help you create a machine-riding army and wanted to see Meridian burn as much as she did.
And so a partnership was born out of thirst for blood, bonded in mutual self-interest.
You think you had everything figured out, huh?
I did.
You didn't, though, because you didn't figure out, you don't have a Far Zenith person on your side, do you? Sean says, wow, Angie just showed me a picture, and yeah, that's a really faithful model for Sylens. Yeah, isn't it? It's crazy. It's so cool. You guys should go and watch the it's on the PlayStation official channel, and there's a Voices of Horizon Forbidden West. Watch that interview, because it's really trippy seeing the voice actors talk, because they sound like their characters. Aaron is actually voiced by a British guy, and I just have to say, That's all I'm gonna say about that. You guys will see what I mean.
Sylens, I think I've talked to you long enough. I'll let you know when it's time to go. And try not to mess with Tilda while you're in here, okay? I don't need the two of you butting heads.
Yes. About your Zenith ally.
Yes?
I wonder if you understand what kind of person you're dealing with. For someone to live as long as she has, outlast as many calamities, well, your goals may be aligned now, but I'd watch for the moment.
That's basically what you do to me already.
I'm aware. Reminds me of someone else I know.
There you go.
Survival is only a necessity to my greater purpose, Aloy. I'd hoped you'd recognize that by now.
Do you know something or not?
Oh, I know a great deal of things. But on this, just call it a feeling.
Oh, a feeling? You mean you finally had one? Huh. Guess even you can change things.
They added, okay. This is making me actually doubt Tilda even further, guys, because they're really trying to make Sylens look like a bad guy. They're even like, hey, look at how much Aloy hates him and how much Aloy doesn't trust him. But what if he's right? What if we're just, what if she truly does want Far Zenith dead?
That fabrication terminal has been very useful.
You stay away from that. That is not yours. Do not touch my things. That is mine. You stay away. They're my overrides. I actually truly believe that when it comes to what she says she wants, I believe she's telling the truth. But I think he's right. What is her ultimate end goal? And also, here's the other aspect that you have to think about, and this is probably the last thing I'll say before we go upstairs, but the thing about Tilda is she wants to, she's lived for 1,000 years, right? And I think that the overall theme of this game, or one of the lessons we're supposed to learn from the Horizon series, is that humans seeking immortality is a bad thing. I think that if Tilda doesn't have some kind of major flaw to her or betray us at some point, that it would be going against what, to me, it feels like the writers are trying to achieve here. If Tilda is just allowed to live and prosper and live on for the rest of eternity and build a superhuman society, it's going to go against what the writers, I think, have been trying to show us by, because the whole dichotomy between ancient tribes and advanced technology, and showing how there's merit to these ancient sort of more primitive people, how like a reset to Earth was almost a way for Earth to be reborn and be beautiful again and not be destroyed by the human population and all the technology that we created. I actually do think that if they let Tilda live as a good guy throughout the rest of the series, it would be doing a disservice to their own writing. There needs to be some moment at which either Tilda says, you know what, I've lived long enough and I don't want to live anymore, and lets her own lifespan end, or she's got to die in some other way. Otherwise, this whole series was for nothing. In my opinion. I could be wrong. I don't know. So yes, I really do truly want to trust her, and I do think that in this moment, I think at least for the rest of the game, her goals, like ending Far Zenith, are probably pretty trustable, but I don't think she, in general, is somebody that we want to survive in the long run. You know, because what if she wants to turn everybody else into this, like, long, eternity living race of humans? That's not really necessarily a good thing. You know, we've already talked about, just on this stream alone, all of the cons of living for 1,000 years. Like, why would you even want to live for 1,000 years? Wouldn't you get bored of living at some point? Wouldn't you run out of things to do? And wouldn't the creativity stop? Wouldn't your mind almost like digress at a point? Go backwards? Like you'd fall into madness? Like what would happen? There's just, I don't know. Josh says, I want to state my opinions, but that would be spoilers since I finished the game. Okay, Josh, we're getting there, I promise. I promise we're getting there, and then we can talk about everything. Disney says, Erend mostly looks like John Hopkins. He does... Okay. I don't know... I like Erend, and don't get me wrong, I don't think Erend is like an unattractive person, but he does look similar. I know because his face might have been slightly modeled after John Hopkins, but they definitely look different. I don't know, maybe you're looking at a specific picture and maybe they look a lot similar in that particular picture, but in the interview that I watched... Okay, here we go.
Okay. Maybe it's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us.
Here, what do you say?
Is there anything I should handle before that?
What do you say, just as a last thing for Gaia, because we're getting her back. Which one was the one that she liked, guys? Oh, shoot. Was it this one? I think it was this one. I hope I'm right. I'm wrong. Dang it. I want to find the snowy one. It's not going to matter ultimately, but like... Oh, I know which one it is. It's the one in the middle of the map where we are. Because it's this area. She likes... She says... I figured it out. She says she likes that one because we're literally in that area right now. And that's where her base is. She likes where she is, which is adorable. Oh, except I'm wrong. Wait, what? Did I not pick the right one? Where is the Gaia base on the map? I thought it was, like... I thought it was there. Is it that one? Maybe it's this one. Man. I should have paid attention to which one it was. Sorry, I didn't mean to rush you. I meant my opinion. I meant my opinions before I finished the game. Oh no, There is no offense taken at all, Josh. I know. And I was just, you know, reiterating that, like, once we get... Oh, this isn't the right one. This is a snowy area, but this is the wrong snowy area. Dang it. It can't be this bottom one, because that one's Las Vegas. Is it this tiny little thing over here? Wait, where's the tiny one? Oh, maybe... Wait, is the tiny one, like, the middle option? Like, I'm trying to do the one to the right of this one, but I can't select it for some reason. We tried that one, didn't we? That one's not going to be snowy. Did we try this one? I don't know why this mattered. Like, me and my stupid sentimentality. You know what I mean? Like, I love Gaia so much. I want to do something as, like, a last way to honor her, but I can't frickin' remember Oh no, we just did this! Wait, we just did this one. I thought, okay, maybe I did pick the wrong one before then. This is the one I meant to pick. Yeah, it's okay, Josh. I know. Like I said, we will get there, and then I would love to hear all the thoughts that you have. What? Okay. Where is the one that Gaia liked? And ow, I just burnt my hand on my mug warmer. Dang it. Where is the one that Gaia liked? How have I just... Is it this one? The one at the top of the map? Maybe I was wrong about it being the one where she's in. Please be right. This is not right either. Man, guys, I'm so sad. Like, I'm literally gonna pick every single one except the one that I want. It's not gonna be that one. We've tried that one. We just tried that one, didn't we? Yeah. That one's gonna be Las Vegas. That's not gonna be snow. Pretty sure we tried that one. Which one was it? It can't be this one, because this one's like off the coast. Quick, somebody go back to one of my old streams and figure out which one she liked. I don't know, I'm just gonna go through them until I find it, because screw it, I'm stubborn. Damn it, I'm gonna have my way here. I'm going to have my way. We're just gonna go through each and every single one until I find the one that I'm looking for. So we tried that one. We'll go clockwise, I guess. Man, I really burnt my pinky on that thing. That thing gets hot. I like went to set the mug down and then I dropped my hand onto the desk, which is where the mug warmer is. Ooh, is this it? Oh, this is it. Yay, we found it. Okay, that didn't take too long. All right. So as Gaia would say, I like this one. All right. Let's gather our companions here. And then it just goes away immediately. I knew it was going to do that, too.
I need you up in the control room, right away. Okay, everyone. We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia. Not to mention life on Earth. Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest. I can get us inside. To this location. Undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top. But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance. Most importantly from Gerard, Eric, and the others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it.
Why did he interrupt Tilda there?
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
What was Tilda gonna say?
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones, scores of them.
If only we had an army to fight them.
I've got that under control.
Do you?
You'll know when you need to.
Is she gonna use the atomic bomb thing? Is that gonna work?
We'll meet up again just before we go in.
Is that gonna actually work?
Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
I feel like every one of these characters has not shown their hand
I'll let you know
yet.
when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me.
They all are like
In the
holding a
meantime,
secret that
do
we as
whatever
the
you
audience
need
don't know
to
what it is
prepare.
yet.
Understood?
Man, it just
You
doesn't
two?
feel
A minute?
the same without Varl.
Tilda helped me get in touch with Beta, and she told me something important.
Ooh.
There's an installation inside the base. It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else and destroy it. So you'll have to bring explosives. This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. You with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How?
Go over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
All right. But why? What am I trying to do?
Find information about the Zeniths. Anything Tilda's not telling us. Sans is right about one thing. There's no way we can take her on her word.
I'll do my best.
Keep her safe, okay?
On my life.
I don't want any of them to die, guys. I like these characters. Like, they're brand new. We just met them, but I'm like, please don't die. Like, I like you, Katala and Alva. Or Katalo and... God, I can't even get it. Okay, that... I know what his name is. That was honestly more like a dyslexic moment than anything else. And it's funny, too, because I wasn't sure if I was going to like Alva, and I'm like, Alva, please don't die. I like you a lot. She, like, adds a level of, like, sweet, like, genuineness to the group of people, you know? Like, she's so different from everyone else.
Remember, we need
Oh,
to
wow.
get Silence weapon to the Zenith base intact if we want to take their shields down.
Alright, Aaron?
Aloy, aren't we meeting at the beach near the Zenith base?
We are. I just wanted to check in on everyone first. We're finally doing this.
Never thought I'd be off on a mission to take down a bunch of immortals from the stars. I can hear the drinking songs already.
If that one's not working right, you can have one of my spare focuses, you know.
Yeah, little bugger's got some personality, that's all. This saved my butt a couple of times now. It wouldn't feel right to leave it behind. You know, besides, it goes with my outfit.
Wouldn't want to spoil your look.
It's funny, because, like, Aaron's obviously not the kind of person that cares about his appearance that much.
Varl made the right call, you know, bringing you here.
Thanks. Yeah, Varl. You know, I never knew he had a sister. I found out a few days before you guys went to Gemini. I was, well, to be honest, I was terrified I'd screw up the mission somehow. So he sat me down for a drink. Just one, mind you. And we talked about family. Vala, Ursa, loss and revenge. And how you helped us.
You know, we never did get that drink you promised back in the Embrace. And you never told me exactly how your sister escaped the Mad Sun King.
I guess we never got round to it.
Are we gonna go over that right now, Aloy?
No time like the present, though. If you're up for it.
Sorry, somebody Facebook messaged me. I need to figure out, I need to be able to turn that sound off. Should we have a drink right now, Aloy?
You think it's time for us to finally have that drink?
Yeah? I mean, yeah.
Is it the right time to be drinking, Aloy, right as we're about to go on the single most important mission of our lives?
Oh.
So, how did Ursa escape Mad Sun King?
Right now,
John's
Aloy,
powers?
okay.
Well, first she had to survive the Sun Ring. See, during the war, the Karja threw a prisoner a day in there. And, you know, for what? To die as sacrifices, fighting machines in a pit. Thinking somehow that was gonna appease all the other deranged machines in the world? Ha! And when it was Ursa's turn, the Karja thought she'd go down if they threw a big machine at her.
Oh, but she didn't.
And she defeated all of them. Even got some of Jiran's kestrels for good measure. And the mad Sun King was impressed, I guess. Thought it'd be funny to have her run around his palace as a servant. He enjoyed humiliating her that way.
I remember you telling me something about that. That's how she met Avad. He helped her escape.
Yeah, but what no Karja scroll will ever tell you is how the young prince snuck Ursa out of the palace. He knew their best chance was to get Ursa to blend in, so he got her everything she needed to disguise herself as a Karja noblewoman. Yeah, perfumes, veils, and all.
I get the feeling she wasn't too happy with that.
Oh man, Ursa would have rather fought her way out of that palace with her bare hands than put on all of that Karja eye paint. But Avad insisted it was the only way, so she agreed under one condition. Avad had to dress up as well.
She made Avad dress up like a noblewoman?
As perfumed and powdered as a babe.
You don't hear Aloy
Ursa
laugh
said he
very
looked
much,
better
do
like
you?
that than he ever did in a crown.
That would, definitely make for an interesting sight.
Oh, it worked like a charm, too. Not only did they make it out of the palace, they paid a traveling merchant to get Ursa to the border, and none were the wiser.
You were right. That was a story best told over a drink.
All good stories are.
That's it. Wow. Well, okay, we getting back to business then. Farewell.
I guess I should get going.
I'll see you at the rendezvous point, with my hammer ready.
Yeah, you bring that magical
wouldn't have it
hammer
any
that can
other way.
break through mountain rock. Alright, Zoe?
Aloy, we're ready to meet you at the rendezvous point whenever you call.
Fighting the Zeniths isn't going to be easy.
Nothing you do ever is. At least, now you don't have to do it alone.
Thanks. You and Aaron seem to be on better terms now.
He may have terrible taste in music, but he did apologize for mocking my tribe. And that ale he keeps raving about isn't half bad. I still plan on beating that stubborn face of his to break our sparring stalemate.
Try not to hurt him too bad.
Dude, I love how Zoe just has like no chill about anything. It's kind of admirable.
Everyone here. Training, working together. If it weren't for Varl, none of it would have happened.
You know, there was this one night, right before Varl left with you to go to Gemini. He realized I was having trouble sleeping. I was nervous about the mission. To be honest, I think we both were. So, he asked me to join him in Gaia's dome. He brought up this hologram of Earth that you two found back in the Zenith launch facility. We sat there, just looking at it. I thought about how Plainsong was just a speck on that great sphere. How every corner of it must be teeming with life. And any fears I had about our mission were gone. I miss him terribly.
I know.
Guys, I'm still not over it. Dang it.
I should
Game.
go. I'll let you know when I'm ready to head to the base.
Before you do, there is one favor I would ask of you.
Oh, what
is
is
it?
this?
You placed this focus in my care, and gave me the highest calling an Utaru has ever known. If I should fall in battle, I'd like you to be the one to bury my seed pouch. For the both of us.
So,
Make sure you stay alive to do so.
let's just try to all come back home. Okay?
Okay. Alva?
You nervous?
I'd be lying if I said I'm not slightly apprehensive.
The plan will work if we all focus on our assignments.
Right.
I want you to know I'm glad you're with us, Alva.
Whatever happens, I'm grateful that the legacy brought us together. I never thought I'd get to actually meet an ancestor.
Come on, do I look that old? Kotallo will protect you inside the Zenith base.
I'm not afraid. I know Kotallo will fulfill his duty, as will I. If we die doing so, at least it'll be alongside a friend.
I'd rather you both stay alive, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
I'll
no
try
more.
and keep that in
Nobody
mind.
gets to die. Okay, no more of that. No, the only people that are gonna die are either Far Zeniths, Ted Faro for real, because I still don't believe he's dead, or like anyone who's bad. Only bad guys are allowed to die. Okay, for the rest of the game.
Once all this is over, will you go back across the ocean?
I don't know. The more I think about it, the more worried I become. If I go back, I don't even know if they'd let me keep this focus you gave me.
Stay
or
here
what
then.
they'd do to me for reading what is clearly forbidden data.
They're
Even
crazy.
if
Don't go
I
back there. It's not your
somehow
home
were allowed
anymore.
To carry on my duties as a diviner, would I be willing to let the truths I've learned about the ancestors be buried away by the Board of Overseers?
Hell no.
Would I dare challenge them and risk my family's safety?
Nah.
Or
Well, I mean, you
losing
should,
Era?
but like, don't go back. Bring your family here. Get them overseas somehow. Or maybe we go there. Maybe there's another game. Maybe we go there. Maybe we save or help Alva's family. That would be cool.
Who's this Federa you mentioned?
She is another diviner. One of our
Oh,
best.
she got a little crush,
We
doesn't she?
used to be rivals at the academy. I hated her guts.
But you love
But
her now, don't
apparently
you?
There's a fine line between hate and love.
Mm-hmm.
We became very close, and then I was assigned to the expedition. She promised she'd wait for me, no matter how long it took.
Well, that was smart of her. She won't do any better.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I do.
Oh, why is it... Dude... There's too many emotions going on right now. Like, I'm literally just sitting here with, like, water in my eyes. So
The rest of us should
stupid.
be enough
I'm
of a
like,
distraction
I'm
to
just
the
getting
Zeniths for you to
emotional over
hack into the
everything
network
now.
undetected.
This is what
You'll
happens
have
to me
be
at the end of
quick,
games.
in case they do.
What exactly do you expect me to find, Aloy?
I don't know. The truth, if we're lucky.
Hopefully we already know. Hopefully we already know the truth. Hopefully, Tilda's not keeping anything from us, although I think that we can probably bet she's keeping something from us. Alright, farewell, Alva.
I need to get going.
I'll be at the rendezvous point. May truth lead us to victory.
Okay. Where's Kotallo? We have Kotallo, and then I think that's it. Unless we're talking... Oh, wow, Tilda... Oh, everyone's gonna have more things to
back,
say. Alright, let's talk to Kotallo, and then let's... Where's Kotallo at? Is he still here? Or is he already gone somewhere? Kotallo. That's Silence. We need Kotallo's room. Where's Kotallo? Where's the war room? Here. Wait, that's Alva again. How did I miss Kotallo? Where's the room with the, like... Ah, here it is. Game. Let me talk to...
So,
Oh my
how are
god.
we feeling about the mission?
I do not know everything that you have planned, but it doesn't matter. All that remains is to follow you to the end, whatever that will be.
Thank you, Kotallo. I'm glad all this brought us together.
You brought us together, and I am grateful too.
Sean says, I feel like Tilda and Silence are playing 4D chess over our heads. It does feel like that, doesn't it?
We didn't really get to talk about what happened at Gemini.
There was nothing more to say. If he were to Noct, Varl's bravery would have earned him sacred burial at the Grove, among the most distinguished of our tribe's warriors. His deeds were worthy of the Ten. When the fight is done, I will have the Inkers etch his memory on my skin, so that it may live on.
I'm sure he'd be honored. Now that training time is over, What's on your mind?
The Bulwark, the Kulrut, and how we need another miracle if we're to survive the Zenith base.
I'll try not to let you down.
I know you will not.
Alright, that is that.
I'll see you soon then.
It will be my honor.
Alright, let's do the same more. Well, are we going to talk to Regala too? Gosh. I want to talk to all the characters, but also I'm like, can we get started on the... You know what I mean? Like, I want to know what happens, but like, I don't want to miss any of this dialogue. Wait, no, I don't return yet. I want to do Tilda first. Well, not do Tilda. I want to talk to Tilda first. You know what I meant. Leave me alone.
Aloy, shall we chat some more?
Just for a moment, Tilda.
Would you like to continue our chat?
Do you have anything new to say? Oh, you don't have anything new to say. Oh.
I should be going.
Why did she have a thing above her head then?
Preparations.
Okay. Let's actually double check on Regala. I kind of doubt Regala will have anything new to say, but let's go, let's go check, I guess. Yeah, the idea of Katalo getting an ink tattoo of Varl was like wholesome and wonderful, and also makes me want to cry. Basically, everything is making me want to cry right now.
What now?
I don't know, you tell me. Nothing, I guess. Be ready.
That's all for now.
Be ready! We're going into battle. You get to have your weird little suicide thing, Regala. I don't know. She's probably gonna end up... I don't know. Maybe she'll die. Maybe she will die. Maybe she will die. Because in that way, that would mean that whether you picked whether to kill her or not, she will just... If there is another game, she'll just be dead in the next game, no matter what, you know?
Aloy.
Silence.
Something else?
I don't know. You tell me. No, nothing else. Nobody has anything else to say. The game is a liar.
I'll be going.
The game is a liar, liar, pants on fire. Okay. Alright, here we go.
Those logs again.
Where to? What is... Okay, we can go there now. Alright, let's fast travel as close as we can get, which is actually still... I don't want to say it's far away, but... Let's go here. Okay, we're gonna get to play the game today, which is exciting. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, here's the thing, like, there are literally probably over 10 hours of cutscenes in this game and in the other one. Not combined, but in each game, which is crazy. And I know there are some people out there that are like, ugh, I don't want to play a game that feels like I'm watching a movie. But I'm like, yes, I want to play a game that also feels like I'm watching a movie, you know what I mean? Like... I love these parts of the game. I mean, sometimes they can drag on a bit much and you feel like, okay, it's been a while since I've actually, like, played or controlled my character, but I still think stuff like this is great, and I'm, it's important. That's why I wanted to make sure that we talk to everybody there.
Get a good glide in.
Alright, here we go. Go to the rendezvous point, Singularity, which I have been sitting here all day trying, like, I was, because as I was writing up my stuff for today's stream, I kept having to type Singularity or whatever, and I was like, what could the title of this quest possibly mean? I don't even think I have any, like, ideas. Like, I'm kind of stumped on what Singularity could mean. But I guess we will find out soon enough. I'm very excited for this. Yep, point of no return, folks. Here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, Clamberjaws? No, we're gonna skip those. I'm not even here, monkeys. Go, just be cool. I don't have time for your shenanigans today. No flinging fiery poo at me. Let's actually unlock this campfire. I don't know why. Just, to unlock it. Yee, go. Is it unlocked? Did we get it? I don't even think we got it. Where? Aloy? Aloy, you better get up this mountain. You better. Is it unlocked? Okay, it's unlocked. Cool. Alright. Down we go. I think. I don't know. Up and then down. So we're meeting under a metal devil. How appropriate. How appropriate.
There. Rendezvous point.
All
I
right.
should take care of everything I can before calling in the others to attack the Zenith base.
If you proceed past this point, you will be locked into Singularity, and open world will be unavailable for the duration of the quest. Confirm. I'm ready. Call your companions. No way back.
Okay, everyone. I'm at the rendezvous point. It's time to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Understood, Aloy. We're on our way.
Aloy,
Where are the others?
not far behind.
He sounds disappointed by that.
Egghead here couldn't stand traveling with the pack.
Wow, Tilda, what an entrance.
Are we all here? Then let's begin.
Oh.
A tunnel.
An ancient escape route from the ruins on the island. When I realized it ran all the way across the water, I thought it might prove useful to come and go undetected. So I concealed it from the others. Shall we?
Well, no way back now.
Ooh, I wish there was a less pungent way to get way inside the base.
Agreed.
There's the launch tower. That plane offers a little cover, so the only viable path is through there. There will be specters guarding it, and many more can be deployed from those hangars.
Oh, goody.
All right. Alva, Catalo, get to it.
Where are they going?
Somewhere important.
Oh god, Aloy.
Erend, you're
I
with
don't
me.
know if...
You
She
guys
wasn't really supposed
take
to
the high
know
ground
that they
in
were
case we
going
need
off
cover
and
and
doing
fire.
something else. Right? That kind of defeats the purpose.
Tactically sound, I suppose. What will she do?
There's a sensor node nearby. If I hack into it, I should be able to scramble the network and keep you undetected. But not for long.
Then we should proceed.
This seems so chill. I feel like this is way
One
too
more
chill.
thing. Open up the channel to Beta. Audio only.
Aloy,
We're here, and we're coming for you. You know what to do, right?
as long as you hold up your end.
We will. See you soon.
Be careful.
Let's go.
Okay.
Get to the launch tower as quickly as possible. I'll do my best to conceal our intrusion.
Uh-oh. You know what I didn't do? Actually, no, I think I restocked before stream started. Oh yeah, look, full arrows. Nice. I actually, well, I don't know. Oh, I didn't restock on like actual materials though. It should be fine, right?
Aloy. Spectres ahead.
What? Where? I don't see specters. Specters where? You lying to me, Silence?
Company.
Oh, I see
Follow my
them.
lead.
I see them. Okay, actually...
That's what I do.
Okay, there's a specter. We scanned it. Good. I don't know. Should I just do this? Yeah,
here when you want it.
apparently. God,
Here
these
we
things are
go.
they're so weak.
You got its weak spots.
Is there another one? Oh, there is. There is another one. Right in the face. Come on. Yeah, you like that,
Aloy,
Mr.
for
Spectre?
you. Hey, watch this. Idiot meets hammer. Yeah, I think we got it. Aloy,
I think you're right.
you hit this thing with acid.
Wait, where did the other... Oh, I thought its body fell off the ledge or something.
Find anything?
Yeah.
I'm gonna loot as much as I can, because, like, I do need, like, some resources here. Good, they are giving me volatile sludge, which is needed, because I was low on that. I mean, let's be real, you're always low on volatile sludge, because they only let you carry 15 of them. So far, so good, though. Like, honestly, the Spectres are nothing, aren't... Like, they're just... I mean, and I know. Braced shot is OP and I'm cheating, but who cares? I have earned this.
What's in this backpack, metal bricks?
I don't know.
Aloy,
What are you
Alva and I are closing in on the regulator.
Okay.
Keep me posted.
Be safe. Don't die, please.
Creepy in here.
Don't worry. I'll protect you.
Ooh. Wait. Did I almost just... Oh, wait. There... Okay. Where am I... Okay. Let's glide.
I wish I
No!
had a glider.
Oh, the stalactite! I was
I guess I'll
deceived.
find another way across.
I was deceived. Wait. Do we want to be in the water? Surely we don't want to be in the water. Ooh! Oh, I don't like it under here. Oh my god, why is it like this? Why is it like this? Let me out. Let me out. Why can't I see under that water? How do I get out of here? Is there a polecaster or something? Polecaster spot? I don't understand.
Can we please leave the cave now?
Yes, oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I'm sorry, Aaron. I hate a stalactite, okay? They're very pointy and sharp. I meant to do it so that I could, you know, go back and get that verdant bloom that I didn't get. Okay.
There's a lot of dead machines on this island.
Okay, but there was
We
something
killed a great
moving.
many when we landed
Yep.
here. Their salvage may prove useful
Is
to
that
you.
just a regular Spectre? Okay.
Another Spectre.
Sneak or fight? You choose.
See, the thing is like, I don't know, what new machine we're gonna see here, so I'm gonna basically have to scan, like, everything I see. Because I don't want to miss it.
Better than any Oseram.
I'm way too tense already. You don't.
Any good
You
loot?
you leave me alone, sir. I am allowed to be tense. I have worked hard for this anxiety. I bet this is gonna get crazy. I know. If I'm already this tense, though, like,
Yep.
it is gonna get crazy, isn't it? Ooh, metal flower.
Yeah. Clear those weeds.
We're through.
These Spectres are good sport!
Oh.
We can take this one, Aloy. Keep moving.
No, wait, no, I want to help you. I'm not gonna leave you to die. Ooh, get one shot, sir. I didn't even have to finish you off with a spare arrow that time. Get wrecked, sir or madame.
And now's a good time to hit it with plasma.
Plasma? Screw plasma. I've got a freaking
Stormbird carcass
sharp
should
shot
get us over
bow.
the gap.
I hate stormbirds. But I guess, yeah, dead one's handy enough. Yeah, you remember the good old days when our only worry was whether Meridian would be destroyed?
Yeah.
You know, instead of the whole world?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was
times.
what was going to happen though back then, Aaron. Were you not paying attention? Hades was going to destroy the whole world. That was literally its
More
purpose.
Spectres. I'll attack when you do. I grab it if
Ooh,
you
that
need
one
it.
didn't die though.
Let's take them out. And now's a good time to hit it with plasma.
No! You hit it with plasma. I don't want to hit it with plasma.
Aloy,
Oh,
you
come
need
on,
this.
dude.
Are you wishing you picked another fight yet? Only one
Oh
left.
my god, I did 3,000 damage to that thing. Oh, no, stop moving. I can't see you. The Aloy grass has deceived me. I've been betrayed by my own
I think
people.
that's all of them.
Right. Here we go.
Let's push on.
What do you get?
Just some parts.
Yeah, but parts are good, Aloy. We like parts. We need parts. Because Vinny did not restock before he left the base, as per usual.
Here, up this rock.
Can I loot that Thunderjaw over there? No, it's probably just for its weapon. I don't know. Did something just happen? Did Josh accidentally spoil something or something? What happened? What do you mean deleted +1?
We're gonna have to climb around this corner.
I don't know. Don't tell me anyway.
try not
No
to
spoilers,
complain.
guys. No spoilers. I don't know what just happened, but I kind of don't want to know.
I can see the way forward. Keep moving.
Going as fast as we can. You all right?
Who's
Sort
that
of.
over there? Is that Zoe? Oh yeah, that's Zoe. And Silence. Okay. Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Is climbing around this rock? Oh yeah. Alright, we should be good. Oh, I see that one up there. Wait, is that one... Is that different colored or something?
Fire's wasted on that machine.
Are they different colors? Because some of them have been like blue. And like that one looks like it's red or something. Are there different elemental versions of the Spectre?
Plasma.
Nice.
How many specters do the Zeniths have?
More than we want to fight at once, that's for sure.
God, they're so dumb. Look at that thing just like standing there waiting for me to hit it. Come on, one more hit. Oh, no. Finish it off, Aaron. Thank you. Aaron, you're so good to me. How do I get up there? How did he get up there?
Come
He
on.
jump across
Up the
this thing?
slab.
Oh, come on, Aloy. You can do that.
Looks like the others have things under control.
Hit. Oh, did you delete?
Aloy, Alva and I are in position.
Did you delete your own message out of fear
Blow
that
the
you might have
regulator.
accidentally? Yeah, just don't
moment
say
while I ignite
anything.
the charges.
Just don't say anything. We'll get there. We're almost there. I don't know. I think. I don't know. Something. Oh, here we go. Stuff is happening.
Alpha and Catalo did their job. Now it's Beta's turn.
Aloy? I think we're in trouble.
Oh my god.
Whatever you plan to do to stop those specters, you better do it now.
Yeah, what
I'm
was
not
that
doing
plan of
anything.
yours?
Beta will. She just needs a little time.
Look how graceful they are when they run.
Come on, Beta, come on, come on, come on.
Something tells me we have to fight these. Oh?
What is that?
Are these machines being materialized out
Our
of...
army.
Is she materializing machines somehow? Is she making machines with Hephaestus?
I think you got their attention.
Dude, is Beta using Hephaestus to make machines?
Very clever. You had Beta inject Hephaestus into the base's printer matrix.
Oh, she did.
Faster and more powerful than any cauldron.
And now it can crank out machines to its heart's content.
Holy crap. Hephaestus is on our side now. For now, I don't know. Wow.
Come on. Let's get to the launch tower before this whole place becomes a war zone.
Becomes one? It already is. Do you not see all the missiles being launched everywhere?
Your maneuver, as clever as it is, means that Hephaestus has escaped containment.
Wait, what?
It will no doubt flee back to the Cauldron network.
Seriously?
We grabbed it once, we'll get it again.
So, by doing
Or
this,
find a
we've
way to
let
replicate its
Hephaestus
functionality,
go?
Perhaps with the Apollo database.
Why? I don't really understand why we had to let it go in order for this... So I guess she just physically took Hephaestus and injected it into the nearest thing where it could make machines
In case
from.
we don't make it, I just have one regret.
Uh-huh, what's that?
What is it?
That we had to do all this climbing.
Oh, shut up. Jesus, Aaron. Even in the face of death, you gotta be all Mr. Ha-ha funny guy. Oh, I see you up there. Oh, Silence, you need some help? Oh, come on! How did that dodge? Nice! Ooh, that was a good shot.
That big rock might give us a bridge to get up and through.
Gotcha.
Wow, look at all the machines over there. That big rock. What am I supposed to do? Like, obviously I'm supposed to go down here. Why does this look like a place where I will fight a big machine?
Fighting our machines.
That'd have made it nice and easy.
Are these just regular specters? Like we haven't, like they're all the same variant, I guess. I don't know. I feel like some of them are different colors. Okay.
This'll help.
Oh, Aloy, back up. Let's go ahead and use this. Been sitting on it for a while now. Nice. Okay, where did the other one go? Where did the other one go? Is it behind that rock over there? I feel like I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna get jumped. Am I gonna get jumped? There were definitely two of them. Right? There were definitely two of them. Where did the second one go?
Zoe and Baldy are fighting another Spectre up there.
I think they can handle it.
How do I get up? Oh, I see. If it were a snake, it would have bit me.
Big jump. I think we got through without being seen. To the right, I think.
And now to the left.
Wow, they're literally... Thanks for telling me where to go, game, I guess.
The hangar up ahead. I'm heading over to join you now.
The hangar's in bad shape, but I can see the way in. Hurry, Aloy!
By the blood of the Ten!
Take it to pieces. Use acid.
Good work, everyone.
Corrode.
Let's go.
Man, look at how stuff materializes with this, like, Zenith cauldron thing. It, like, looks like liquid gold or something.
Whoa. Look at all this Zenith space
Yeah, what are
stuff.
these things for? Where do I go from here? Up? Okay.
Come on, let's go!
This way, demon!
Regala. Regala, that's how you get yourself killed. Well, I guess that's probably what she wants, right? She about to die. Oh! She's gonna sacrifice herself, right? She's gonna be like, go on without me.
This is the death I was promised.
No! I kinda still don't want her to die, though.
Go!
Alright, I guess we're going. Yep, there it is. That seemed like a pointless death, though. Was that worth it? Did they even die in there? Well, I mean, we kind of knew that was going to happen, right? Also, look at this floor. This is so strange looking. Like, at first it almost looked like a bad texture, but then you look at it and you're like, oh no, that's like...
Not as your puppet.
This is weird.
Draws no such distinctions.
Wow.
Aloy, it's been intense, but Catalo got me to a network node. I'm trying to get in.
Keep at it. We're almost to the tower.
And look at how everything is made out of, like, gold. This is crazy, like, StarCraft-looking stuff. I love it. I like how we're still getting stuff to sell, even now. It's like, what is the purpose of this at this point in the game? I mean, I know we get to play after, but, you know. Is it, like, it probably will, like, do the same thing it did in the first game and put us right before the last quest, I would imagine. Unless it doesn't. I don't know. Oh! Uh-oh. Oh, there's a lot of them. And they can fly, which is weird.
Ah, now we know who's been causing all the fuss. Tilda's little pet.
Silence! Zenith inbound. Can we drop their shields, please?
I'm powering it up. Stay still.
Come on. Erend, please don't die.
This is pointless! You can't hurt us.
Well...
Face it. You're worms that ooze through the cracks into our basement.
Silence?
One moment more.
But I might just spare you if you give up Tilda. I
Maybe.
think it's safe to say she's forfeited her share of our operation. Permanently.
There.
No? Nothing? Fine. All right, people. Light 'em up!
Yeah, I knew they were all gonna have plasma weapons. Remember I said that like in episode 5 or something of this? Or I was like, plasma's a type we're gonna see with the Zeniths.
Are we supposed to be scared?
Yeah. Yes, you are. Damn, silence came through. I'm kind of shocked, actually. He did it. Oh, are you scared? Oh, get wrecked, lady. I don't even know who you are, but you deserve it. Oh,
We can't
Tilda.
let Gerard escape. It won't take long before he preps the shuttle for launch. Then he'll be able to take Beta and Gaia into orbit and onto the Odyssey beyond our reach.
We gotta go through there?
I failed to see another option.
Then we'll carve a path. Ready?
All right, gang's all here. Well, mostly here. Oh my god, Tilda. So watching her zoom around.
Get to the top and secure Gaia. I'll stop Gerard.
She's very graceful, though. I have to give her points. Oh god.
I gotta get to the top of the tower and free Beta.
Aloy, we're... Run!
Please don't die, Catalo. Please don't die. Nobody is allowed to die.
As long as Alva hurries.
I'm almost into the network!
Just do the best you can.
Oh wait, there's stuff back there to loot. There's so many things to loot. I want the loot. I mean, they really do just throw materials at you, though, so I assume we're like full again, probably. What is this? What is this? This looks like something I can press, but I can't press it.
Okay, an elevator. Promising.
Oh, maybe that calls the elevator. Oh, hello, sir! No, don't.
We got some unfinished
No, aren't we
business, little
supposed to be going up, not down? No, up, sir. I'm actually going up. Can you take the next elevator? Oh, Aloy! All right, well, you've made the biggest mistake of your life, Eric. I hope you are pleased with yourself.
Shield to take you out.
Yeah, you do,
Trust
actually.
me. You're gonna wish you had one.
Yes, you are.
You and me. We make a hell of a team.
Oh, dude,
don't
you
we?
just let me do that damage to you. What an idiot you are.
Whoa.
Nope. What is that attack?
let
I don't
him
like
catch
it.
me.
I don't like it. I don't like that attack.
Aloy, are you there?
Ooh, get wrecked,
I'm on my
sir.
way to help.
No, ow, ow,
Just need to find my way in there.
Stop it.
Oh, yeah!
Here, can you be frozen? Can I freeze you?
Felt that, didn't
Oh,
ya?
you don't like being frozen, do you? Oh, wait. Oh. Aloy, ow. Stop firing your stupid laser
I'm
at
taking
me.
you down!
Wow, dude. Brace shot, though. Brace shot, and I am he's doing, like, no damage to me. Get wrecked, Eric. Oh, dude. Oh, he just died. Okay, cool. Finish him, Aloy.
I almost forgot what it was like to hurt.
Oh, poor baby. You lived for all of eternity, and now you feel pain, and it's so sad that you couldn't feel pain this whole time. I don't care, die. Yes! Get him, Zoe! That's for Varl.
Right?
Oh, yes. Oh, dude, I'm sorry, but I just orgasmed there. That was incredible. Of course she's the one that has to be the one to kill him, right? That makes perfect sense.
I will be.
Yes! Yes!
Go. Rescue your sister.
Spit on your corpse, you
I'll
asshole!
With the others and make sure they're all right.
Oh, I cannot even explain the rush of just, like, pleasure I felt from that moment. I'm, like, crying out of happiness right now. Okay, we're going up now, though.
Looks like the machine's inspectors have almost wiped each other out. What was that?
What was
Aloy,
what?
Gerard just activated the self-destruct failsafe on the printing matrix. He's taking control of a number of systems.
Oh, good.
Including the lift?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, come on.
He's restricted its access to the top. You'll have to climb from there.
Okay,
I have to go.
We can do that. We can do that. We've trained our whole lives for this moment. And I apparently haven't trained enough. Come on. Is that the only one I need to do? Okay. Dude, this is incredible. This is incredible. Like, I love this. I love everything that's happened so far. Please don't disappoint me, game. I need this to keep up.
Erend, is everyone all right down there?
Mostly. We're cleaning up the last few specters.
What about the Zeniths?
Dead, I think. Zoe told me you got Eric. Good work.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Thanks.
Well, technically Zoe got
I
him.
guess only Tilda and Gerard are left then.
Aloy, you there?
Yes?
Listen, I got into the network, but only for a minute before I was shut out.
Okay, what did you find
I
out?
found a bunch of flight plans and trajectories, as if the Zeniths were planning to leave Earth.
Doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any
I know,
sense.
but there's more. The files I found have a lot of references to something called Nemesis. Whatever it is,
What?
the Zeniths are afraid of it.
What?
Alva? Alva!
What?
What's going on here? Maybe Beta can help me figure it out. If she's okay.
They're afraid of something called Nemesis and they were planning to leave Earth? I thought they were planning to remake Earth. Oh, okay. That was not the most graceful pullcaster I've ever done. Okay. Wonderful. So, why did Tilda not tell us about that? Tilda didn't mention anything about anything called Nemesis. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool looking. Man, climbing this tower gives me, like, memories of when we climbed that tower back in the jungly place where we fought that very first Slitherfang, doesn't it? It's like something kind of like weirdly reminiscent of this place, of that time in the game. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting all sentimental now for some reason, and that's why it reminds me of it, but back when I, like, really did not understand the controls and was hating my life. But, you know, still a fond memory in some way. Sean says maybe another sub-function? I don't think there was a sub-function called Nemesis, though.
This is it. End of the line.
Activate console? Alright. Oh my god. What is this weird
Are you okay? Look, I know you've been through a lot, but you have to help me access the Zenith network. I need to see their files, anything referring to the word Nemesis. Okay. Over there.
Where is Gerard? Why is...
Systems are down all over the base. I should be able to take advantage of...
I thought he was supposed to be up here with her by now.
Yes, Nemesis. Here. There's something in deep space. It's following the Zeniths to Earth.
Whatever destroyed their planet is following them here. They needed Gaia to fight it, I guarantee you. That's what's happening, right? They needed Gaia.
Escape vectors. Alva tried to warn me about this. The Zeniths aren't planning to stay here. It's a machine of some kind.
Were they trying to lead it here to distract it and get it off their trail or something?
Astronomical. Aloy, I don't think a natural disaster destroyed the Zenith colony on Sirius. This thing did. Earth isn't a new home for them. It's a way station. They're on the run.
Did Tilda just do that? Yep, I bet you. It's gonna be Tilda.
I see you've been busy.
And you've been lying. Nemesis, what is it?
It is us. The minds of Far Zenith. Or failed copies of them, anyway. Back on Sirius, some of my peers weren't satisfied with physical immortality. They wanted digital transcendence. A way to upload their minds into any form, organic or mechanical. Nemesis was a failed experiment to that effect. Abandoned, but never erased. An immense database of our memories, emotions, and prejudices left to fester.
And it destroyed your colony?
We didn't realize it had gained sentience until it broke containment. It had everything it needed from our memories. Security protocols, system specs, override codes.
So you did the same thing over again that Ted Faro did, basically.
Then it took over our printing facilities, allowing it to gain any machine form it needed to wipe us out.
But why?
Imagine being trapped alone for decades with only the twisted echoes of megalomaniacs for company. It hates us for abandoning it to that prison. And now that it's free, it will do anything to destroy us, including denying us a safe harbor on Earth.
The extinction signal that woke Hades. You didn't send it.
Oh.
Nemesis did.
Finally, you understand. And when that failed, it launched from Sirius to finish the job itself. Which is why we must flee to a random planet circling a random star, somewhere it can never find us.
With Gaia, so you can build yourself a new world.
That's the plan. Even now. Earth is finished, Aloy. Nemesis will scour it of life to deny its creators a viable home. But Elizabeth's dream won't die. You'll come with me to the stars. And with Gaia, we'll create a new world. Together. Where that monstrosity could never find us.
What? No.
I loved Elizabeth. More than you could ever know. And I let her stay behind to die with the rest of humanity. A mistake I have regretted for 1,000 years. Now she stands before me again. Not some inferior copy.
Whoa.
But her best possible self. So I'm not asking. You're coming with me. It may seem harsh now, but you'll forgive me in a few centuries.
You can't force me, Tilda. Your shield is gone.
I have something better. Spectre Prime, to me.
Take cover! Get to the door!
Submit, Aloy. You can't win.
No!
Oh my god.
I've heard that before.
Tilda's the final boss.
I can endure. You cannot.
Dial that armor before I can do some damage.
Did I scan it? Oh my god. Alright, I was wrong. You were all right. Ha ha, Disney was right. She's a bad guy. I mean, I'm still gonna argue that it's kind of a little more gray than that. Like, she technically is trying to save everybody, but she's doing it in the wrong way. Like, surely there has to be a way to stop this Nemesis thing, right? The ultimate Far Zenith exoframe. It can morph into multiple forms, while gold armor-like plates can become devastating weapons and gravitationally reattach when torn off. It's weak to acid and plasma. Great. Two types that I, like, almost never use. Although, what? Why not? Let's start off with some acid then. Ooh, no, 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 no. I don't like that attack. Stop it. Ooh, ow. Okay. You're very, like, graceful, I guess, is the word? Oh no, what are you doing? Stop doing things. Oh no, stop doing that, Aloy. Aloy? Aloy?
I knew you didn't truly want to hurt me.
What do you mean? What does she mean by that? Oh, how did that not hit? Wait, okay, that did damage, though. I thought for a second it hadn't done damage. I kind of want the acid to like, finish so that I can maybe... I don't know. If she has armor, I want it off.
Plates are vulnerable.
Don't make me hurt you!
Like, can't we just talk about this, Tilda? Like, there has to be another way other than
taking me, Tilda!
Kidnapping me, you crazy woman.
That ought to help.
Ooh! Ooh, nice! Ooh, you know what? Let's use this. Right, Tilda. I'm so sorry. I love you, but also you're a psychopath, and you can't take me to some other, like, universe.
I am the only way you get to live, Aloy!
No, that's not even an accurate statement. I think you need to reconsider. Oh, there we go. Is that it? Is that it? Is she gonna blow up? Okay, but she ain't dead. She's not dead in there. Can I loot it? Oh my god, I can.
Why couldn't you just let me choose?
Instant burning chance. Why couldn't you just let me choose, is what Aloy just said. She's not dead, there's no way. She didn't die in that little pod, she's safe. I'm sure she's safe. What are all these... What is this stuff? It's just decoration? Ooh, what is this? Wow. I mean, I can't say I'm super surprised that she had some other thing going on, okay? We did suspect it, but I really... Oh, man. Tilda, why did it have to be this way, Tilda? No, is she dead? Okay, but you didn't really check her pulse or anything, though, Aloy. Oh, great. Silence.
She tried to take you. And she told you about Nemesis.
So you've known all along.
From Hades, yes. Along with data on how to circumvent the Zenith shields. Everything I did to create the rebel army was based on that knowledge. To reach this place, this moment.
And you couldn't just tell me?
Come now, Aloy. You're the last person to act sensibly in the face of impossible odds.
That's because nothing is impossible.
When I learned of Nemesis from Hades, I saw the pieces on the board and how to play them. And in that same moment, I knew it was a game you would never play.
But we didn't need to do it in the end, though.
I was correct, to a point. You ruined my plans, but brought your own to fruition.
Mm-hmm.
The end result is the same. We're here. And now it's time for me to leave this doomed planet behind.
Excuse me?
To seize the Odyssey and the Apollo database.
Excuse me?
A new chapter in my pursuit of knowledge, one with infinite possibilities. You can join me if you so desire. You've more than earned your place. Unlike Tilda, I'm extending a polite invitation.
You're going to just take off? And abandon everything? Stay.
Come on,
Help me fight that
Silence.
thing.
Silence,
Perhaps
come
Tilda
on.
didn't adequately define the threat. Nemesis can't be stopped. It destroyed a highly advanced Zenith colony in a matter of hours. What hope does this primitive tribal Earth have?
Me.
If you brought Gaia, you wouldn't be abandoning life, you'd be saving a seed for a new world. Just as Elizabeth did. It's the choice she made. The sacrifice of all that is for the hope of what might be. If she were here in your place...
But guess what? I'm not Elizabeth.
She would board that shuttle.
I'm more than Elizabeth.
Found her.
Is she hurt?
Still on her feet.
Thank the Ten.
Goodbye, Silence.
Is he gonna stay anyway? Come on, Silence, stay.
She looks okay.
She looks victorious.
As always.
Aloy. You did it.
Come on. There's like a shred of humanity inside you, right? Just like a shred.
Hey, where's he going?
As far away as anyone can go.
Oh. Are you sure?
Silence!
You're staying.
For a time. You people are going to need all of the help you can get.
Does anyone else need a drink?
Not if it's that ale of yours.
I'd be fine with a nap.
Excellent idea.
I hope it's really over this time.
You want to tell them about what you know, Aloy? Maybe she'll let them celebrate their victory for now, I guess.
There's another battle ahead, Elizabeth. Very different than the one you fought. It's not about the distant hope of creating a new world.
We don't have Hephaestus anymore.
The one we have.
He'll be back in the next
My friends
game.
have a new mission. Just spread the word and ask for help. They've taken it in stride. I think it's because they've always known what I've only just started to understand. That the people of this world have the strength to fight any battle. The ingenuity to solve any problem.
Disney says I still don't trust Silence. Oh my god. Disney, I love you. I love you so much.
To overcome any obstacle. And the resilience to rise after any setback. As for me, I can't say I'm not afraid. What lies ahead will be harder than anything we've faced before. But I know I can put the fear aside. Because for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm not alone.
Credits time? Credits time. Okay, let's see what people see or say. God, is my brain gonna... Come on, brain. Start working. Did Patrick say I still trust her when we were fighting Tilda? Please tell me that that's when you said that. That's hilarious. Josh says, and there it is. Angie says, love and hate are pretty dang strong, just saying. Disney says, 3 minutes behind and I'm desperately trying to catch up. I hate not being home. Oh, Disney. I hope you caught up eventually. Everybody is like, what? Maybe a few dozen people at most? She wants to save Elizabeth. She doesn't give an F about anyone else. Yeah, she's like... She's so messed up because of her choice that she made 1,000 years ago and the guilt that she felt for 1,000 years that she was willing to kidnap us against our will to take us to a different planet and let all of our friends and family, like, burn and die. As long as we were safe, who cares? And, like, she even was like, oh, we're not, like, she called Beta, like, the inferior copy or something like that. Like, how dare she do that? How dare she? Happy Vinny is happy. Disney says, I still don't trust Silence. Patrick says we could kill Silence just because. God, you guys and your... Like, I know he's not the greatest guy, but, like, I think he is probably one of the greatest written characters I've ever seen. They have still somehow managed to make him perfectly, like, just an in-between great character. He's not a good guy, but I don't think he's a bad guy either. I just think he gets there his own way. And maybe he'll do something extra, effed up in the next game, and then you guys can say I told you so. But for right now, Silence is on our team, as far as I'm concerned. It did leave a lot of loose ends, but you know why they leave loose ends? To make another game, which I'm very excited about. I can't lie, guys. One of the things I was actually dreading was that this game was going to wrap it up and this was going to be the end. But it looks like we're at least getting a third game, and obviously because freaking Ted Faro amalgamation. What happened to that? We didn't get to see him? I'm a little bit disappointed about that, but I guarantee you he'll be back. Guaranteed Ted Faro amalgamation is going to come back into play in the next game. But can we just appreciate that all the way back in our, well, I say all the way back, it was only like 3 weeks ago, but in our Horizon Zero Dawn Let's Play, before this game came out, before anybody knew about anything, like, there's no way I could have, like, when I originally played the game, I theorized that there could be a clone of Ted Faro, and then we found out that there were clones, and then we found out that the clones were not really clones, they were the same people, and then we found out that there actually were clones, and those clones basically were in a machine or something as, like, data, and then gained sentience as a group and became Nemesis. So, like, technically wasn't wrong. I don't know. The Ted Faro thing, though, like, I called that literally years ago when I played this game. I remember talking with my friend David and being like, Ted Faro's not dead. You know, because Aloy is a clone of Elizabeth. I'm sure that with all that technology that he paid money for, he found a way somehow to have either a clone of himself or to keep himself alive. Like, he ain't dead. And I was right. And I felt very proud about that. And, like, I don't think this is a big like, everyone thinks this at this point, right? Like, he's not dead, he's coming back. Ted Faro is gonna be, they're making Nemesis out to be the ultimate bad guy, but something's gonna happen with Ted Faro. Maybe Ted Faro will, like, merge into Nemesis or something. Like, that would be kind of cool, right? If the final boss was, like, Ted Faro and Nemesis mashed into one, like, crazy psycho machine, that'd be pretty cool. And also, yeah, there is more than likely going to be DLC for this game, just like how there was Frozen Wild, so maybe we'll explore some more of the loose ends. In fact, if there is DLC, we definitely will explore more of the loose ends in that game. I still think that because we didn't check the Tilda pulse, that, like, she could very well still be alive. She's too good of a character, guys. Characters that are designed like that are that intriguing, they don't just kill them off in the same game. I don't know. I don't even know if Tilda could come back in some way. Maybe on that one I'll be wrong. I think that's the one that I'm most likely wrong about, but I just don't feel like characters that are made that well, that are, because, like, I guarantee you there are a lot of people that like Tilda's character. Just, even if they hate her, she's an intriguing character, and when game companies find out that they have that kind of gold on their hands, they want to ride that sucker until the wheels fall off. So, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Disney says, I'm already so excited for the third game, right? We know there's gonna be one now. There is, I mean, it's not confirmed officially, but come on. All this game has to do is sell well, which it did. It already has sold a lot of copies. It's already, like, I found out last night they spent on this game about $130 million. It is I think they said it was the highest costing form of any media, film, television, otherwise, like the highest costing media production ever in, like, what was it? Like, it was like I don't know, wherever this game company is based out of. I don't know. I read it on, like, the wiki. Because I was looking at coils and stuff, and there was, like, a little tidbit on like, the front page about... Because I went on to the wiki through the Horizon Forbidden West wiki page itself, and at the bottom there was, like, things you might not know, and... Actually, no, it was actually on the IMDb page. That's where it was. It was on the IMDb page for the game. Actually, let's look that up. IMDb, no, not Horizon. Forbidden West. Did you know this game was made with a budget of over 110 million euros, which is around 130 million US dollars, making it the most expensive media ever produced in the Netherlands. So I guess they're based out of the Netherlands. Dude, this game is gonna sell so many copies when it's available on PC, guaranteed. Like, they're gonna make all of that money back. If they haven't already, they're gonna make all of that money back and then some. This is also the kind of franchise where I'm like, they could make a film series out of this, but I almost wonder if there's a point. I mean, we're already, like Aloy and Sylens and Erend and all of it, they're motion capture acted. Like, people were in green suits with little black balls all over their green suit, and they filmed them speaking these lines. And so the characters, I mean, I think you'll have noticed in this game, the movements were a lot more fluid, a lot more real. It's like we're getting to the point now where video games are actually, like, they feel as effective as films do. Which is just, I mean, it's such a cool time to be alive to see stuff like that. So I imagine the third game is gonna be even better in that regard. Like, can you imagine what the third game is gonna look like? I mean, I don't need to, like, you guys can already, like, normally I tell you my overall thoughts of the game in the credits, and I think you guys can already tell what I think of this game. I think it is a buggy piece of shit. I think Guerrilla Games, you have a lot of work to do with the amount of bugs that are in this game, okay? And they're doing their work. They are. They're releasing patches like every 3 or 4 days. They're on their stuff, but it's going to take a while for them to get through all of the bugs. But other than that though, I have very, very few qualms with this game. Like, I would say some of the weapons having the same type of ammo on them, like having an advanced and a non-advanced plasma on the legendary sharp shot bow, is kind of pointless. I wish it had a regular precision arrow and a plasma and then maybe another type of element or something on it. You know, or like Tear Blast would be better on that bow. So there's like some combat elements where I'm like, you guys need to do a rebalance or like rethink some of this stuff. I wish they hadn't have nerfed fire as much as they did. I wish acid felt a little more useful than it seems to be. But other than that though, the gameplay was stellar. The amount of different machines that you get to fight in the game is just incredible. Like, I think it easily doubles the amount of machines that were in the original game. Angie says they made a Netflix of League of Legends. Give it a few years, it'll go the way of Witcher. I mean, it's very possible that this series will be made into a Netflix series, but if they don't make one though, I don't think I would be that disappointed, because I think that this game already scratches that itch. It's like, why do I need to watch a movie of actors doing this when the character models are almost so lifelike in this game that it feels like a real actor is doing it? Because in a way, a real actor is doing it. They just have, you know, game graphics over their movements. The bugs must be a difference in systems. I rarely had problems with PS5. Yeah, absolutely, Josh. I've actually been reading a lot on Reddit. It seems like a lot of people are having issues with PS4. And people are not having nearly as many issues with PS5. There was literally a moment when we were in a cauldron, and I went, oh look, the floor never opened up. Like this thing where the floor like intersected in like 8 different points. I was like, oh, this looked like it was gonna open up, and it never did. And I pointed my camera down at the ground, and then I pointed my camera back up, and suddenly I was under the ground and stuck. Like, I literally ran into a bug in the first video where Varl got stuck in like a T-pose because I inspected things in the wrong order, and the game bugged out, and I had to reload from a previous save in order to continue the game. Like, I ran into so many bugs. And also just the performance, while sometimes it's great on PS4, a lot of times the texture loading and stuff, the PS4's hardware just, it struggles a little bit. Like, did you see that river just pop in there? Like that, you know, and you can see pop-in. I mean, pop-in is gonna happen, but sometimes it's very jarring. Like, literally, characters' heads would float in the midair with no body for like 5 seconds before their body would load in. Like, stuff like that was happening a lot. So if they can work that stuff out, then I would give this game a 10 out of 10. With the bugs, I think it's only fair for me to give it like a 9 out of 10 or like a 9.5. But I don't have, like, I thought the game was a spiritual successor that improved upon the first game in almost every aspect. Almost every aspect. It took a long time for me to get used to the analog controls because I'm a PC gamer, and that's how I played the first game. Was, you know, I played it long after it was originally released, so I played it on PC, and I obviously couldn't do that this time around. I'm glad I didn't wait, but it was a very, I mean, everyone who watched that first stream will tell you it was a very, I think you might have even been there that first stream, actually, Josh, if I remember. But it was a growing pain sort of a situation. But I'm glad I stuck through it, and I'm glad I figured everything out, because this has just been an absolute blast. I have been thinking about this game every single day since we started it. I have anticipated playing more of the main story every time we end our streams. I'm like, I can't wait until the next stream. I can't wait to find out what happens next. I've been playing it in my free time, obviously doing a lot of side questy stuff, grinding machine parts to upgrade armor and weapons. Like, the upgrade system with the armor and weapons is so satisfactory. Like, it feels very good to like upgrade things in games. That's just a personal opinion of mine, so I liked that aspect of it. I don't know. I felt like it was... the one thing I will say is there were less voiced over data points in the game. There seemed to be way more reedy voice data points, if you know what I mean, like the ones that you can only read and nobody's voice acting it. I wish there were more, because it felt like in the first game the majority of the data points were voiced, and then the smaller portion of them were ones that you just read, and it was the other way around in this game. I wish it were flipped back, but I also understand voice acting. Hiring voice actors gets expensive, and this game is pretty much mostly voice acted. And it's all voice acted. If it's a character actually in the game alive, then they are voiced. If it's in a data point, kind of depends, you know? Baby Outlaw says, I'm on my second playthrough. Wow, already. I mean, I'm not that surprised at that statement, because, like, I can imagine a lot of people played this game and then were like, I want to play through it again. I think I'm going to wait to play through it again until New Game Plus comes out, which is likely going to come out when we get DLC. I don't know how long, does anyone know how long the DLC for the first game took? Because like I said, I didn't play the first game at launch. I played it when it came out on PC. Oh my god, look at that. Look at the sun over the Far Zenith base. Thank you for playing. Do we get any more cutscenes? Sometimes we get like a sneaky end of credit cutscene. Maybe? Please? Give me cutscene. Cutscenes. Please? I want more. More Horizon Forbidden West, please? It's just gonna be the title screen, isn't it? Oh, it's the real, but you know what? In the first game, we had these, like, real credits. Ooh, this is a new song. I want to listen to this for a second. I'd rather just be wrong. I listen when you talk. Your words all make sense. But underneath it all, I hear where we are going with this. I am raindrops. Oh, this is the main theme, but maybe just like the full version of it or something? I am emptiness. God, this woman has a beautiful voice. I am home. I am lonely. I wonder if this is Zoe's voice actress singing this? I don't think so. Baby Outlaw says, I think it took 1.5 years for the DLC, I can't recall. Alright, so we may be waiting a while, but I think it's worth the wait. I mean, the Frozen Wilds DLC was a huge improvement on the base game, so I imagine any DLC for this game is going to be a huge improvement on this game as well. So I think it's worth the wait. I would wait. I would wait another 5 years or more, and we probably will, for a third game. Like, I'll wait as long as I have to. I want it to be good, though. And it will be. These game developers are competent. This team, you know, minus the bugs, is like, they're on their shit. They know how to write a story. They know how to make intriguing characters. They know how to design characters. They know how to world build. They know how to make an environment that's both visually stunning and pleasing to traverse. Like, just, Guerrilla Games, beautiful. Like, honestly, work of art. I don't know, I can't, and you know, I've thought, because I did say that I was going to tell you guys whether I felt like this game or the first game was better after, like, when we got to this point. I don't think that's a fair assessment to make. They're such different games. The first game is so primitive and raw and, like, wrapped in mystery, and this game is a little more, they give you more, but then they also, like, they do hold a lot from you as well, but it's more like the honeymoon phase is over from the first game, and this game is like, okay, we're down to business, and real, like, crazy stuff is going to start, you know, hitting the fan. And I imagine the third game is just going to be nuts. It's just going to be nuts. But, I don't think I don't think I could pick a favorite. I think both of the games have, like, a place, like, this game already is just, like, one of the best games I've ever played. And, you know, I don't know, I think I think this game, in terms of how fun it was to play, so gameplay-wise, I think this game is the winner because, like I said, they took systems from the first game and in most cases made them better. There were some instances where I felt like, okay, that was unneeded, that was an unneeded change, but for the most part, it's better. The machines being ultra-aggressive, kind of annoying, but I get it. I get it. But seriously, great game. It got like an 88 score on Metacritic, and I think the first game got an 89. I think that's pretty fair. I can, you know, that's pretty, I mean, personally, I would give them more like 95s each, but an 89 and an 88 are still not bad, you know? Especially with how, like, annoying and picky people can be, and especially with how many, like, review bombs happen these days. Gosh, one thing happens in a game that people don't like, and then people, like, swarm to the websites to, like, go and, you know, review bomb them. It's like, grow up, people. Grow up. Like, there's people giving this game zeros on Metacritic, like, in the user reviews. I'm like, seriously? This game, a 0. That's just petty and dumb. Like, that person has no right being allowed to put a score on anything for the rest of their life, as far as I'm concerned. Like, if you're gonna give anything, that's like people who go to restaurants and they get bad service, and instead of leaving the waiter no tip, they leave them like a penny. You know what I mean? That's the kind of person that goes to Metacritic and gives a game a 0. There's no game on planet Earth that is a 0, because any game simply existing means that somebody put some kind of effort into creating that game, no matter how crappy it is, no matter what kind of mobile shit, you know, scam game it is. Somebody put some kind of love and attention into that game, as little as it may be. It deserves at least like a, you know, half a point. No game deserves 0. The moment we start giving games 0s and we feel like it's warranted is when gaming has officially died. And we shouldn't make games anymore. And that's just not gonna happen. I don't know. I'll get off my soapbox for now. But only for now. You guys know me. I always have something to rant about. I have strong opinions. And that's the way it should be. You should always be willing, always be open, always be willing to see all sides of things, but ultimately you need to stay strong with your own convictions, because that's how, I don't know, that's just how stuff gets done in life, you know? Be kind, be open, be flexible, but ultimately stand your ground. And I have opinions on people that review bomb on Metacritic, and they're all scumbags. Okay, let me catch up on chat. I've been just chatting my mouth off, and I've not been paying attention. Okay, Disney says one of my favorite bugs was during the opening sequence where Aloy was climbing, and and the mountain didn't spawn in. She was just like climbing on nothing. I was like, oh, I should have, at that moment, that's when I should have been like, oh, that's how this is gonna go. Like, that is a foreshadowing for the rest of our game experience. It's fine though. I think when the PC version comes out, I'll probably do like a one-off stream or something where we just open up the game and just see how beautiful it is. We won't do another playthrough, but I'll definitely share my like initial reaction of just how beautiful, because the graphics are going to be beautiful. And by the time it comes out on PC, I might even have an even better rig than I do now, and my rig is like beastly. Such a beautiful, marvelous game, though. Clap, clap, says Disney. Sean says, too soon, poor Varl. I must have said, I must have said something to, like, I swear, guys, you saw how devastated, I was literally crying and sobbing my heart out when Varl died, and I still get choked up when I think about him. But I know I occasionally drop some, like, well, he's not here anymore, derp, 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 like, I know. And I'm not trying to be insensitive, because I loved Varl in more than just one way. If you catch my drift, I'm very sad that he died. Like, I almost wish that they would have taken, like, Erend instead. But I get it, and Disney's gonna hate me for that comment, I know. I wish they would have taken nobody. But, you know, that's what I mean, real life happens, right? Like, if this is a believable story, people do die in situations like this. And Varl died saving, you know, defending his friends, so he had an honorable death. You know, and now he is a child. In the next game, Zoe and her child are going to come back, and her little kid is going to probably be grown up a couple years, maybe. Like, it'll come into play. That's a cool thought for the third game. Baby Outlaw says, as long as they didn't kill Catalo, after Varl I was super worried about everyone else. Oh, me too! I basically spent the last couple episodes of this game saying, please don't kill this person, please don't kill that person. Like, I love them, don't, like, okay, but don't die. Like, you know, Alva would be like, all right, we got through, and she'd sound like she was wounded or something, and I'm like, okay, I'm glad you got through, but you're not dying, right, Alva? Like, everything's cool, everything's chill? Like, do you have to sound so wounded right now? Please stop sounding wounded. Disney says, I really enjoyed the singer's voice. It feels right for this series. I know, it's beautiful. They did a really wonderful job with this. Just the soundtrack in general, but especially the tracks where there was actual, like, lyric it's all been beautiful. Sean says, all right, Angie and I are going to bed. Great stream. See you tomorrow. Thanks, Sean. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, Angie. Man, we're getting to the PlayStation Studios section. Maybe this isn't. I don't know. These. Oh wow, the music is crescendoing here, isn't it? Wow. Oh, this is gorgeous. Wow. These cutscene, or not cutscenes, and what am I trying, the credits, these ones tend to take forever, because there's literally a buttload of people that have worked on this game. Yeah, so we may be here a while, but I'm sticking this out because we never know. There might be another cutscene at the end of this. There was at the end of the first game's, like, traditional black screen cutscene, or end credits, so possible there will be one here as well. I will forever be thankful they didn't kill Erend. He's my himbo. I also really love Catalo. Oh, trust me, Disney. There is still time. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. There's still time. They could kill anybody they want to. They could also bring back anybody they want to who has already died, except Varl. Varl ain't coming back. Varl is dead, but, like, I still am not sure that Tilda is dead, and I'm definitely sure that Ted Faro is not dead. He may not be alive in the sense of, like, how a human being is alive, but I think whatever amalgamation he has turned into did not die in that base. He ain't dead. Ted, one thing that we can all be sure of is that the only person that Ted Faro truly cared about was Ted Faro. He would not create a failsafe to destroy his own base that would also kill him. He loves himself too much. He's alive. Trust me. Trust me. If you don't see somebody die in a game, they ain't dead. That's why I still don't think that like... I was like, even that Ted Faro impersonator, you technically didn't see the body after he got crushed. He probably is dead, unless he isn't dead and he somehow helps out the Ted Faro amalgamation and gets him out of there somehow. Like, they could both come back, and that could be how that happens. Also, I feel like they threw in the whole moment with Sylens and Aloy where she accidentally let slip about Thebes. I don't feel like that was just a coincidence thing. I feel like the writers threw that in there for a reason. I feel like Sylens at some point is going to go and investigate the Ted Faro ruins and do something bad. Also, one thing that I think you could technically look at as a loose end, but I don't think it is a loose end, is at the end of the first game, we saw Sylens in front of a metal devil, right? And also he was at his base underneath the metal devil, like torturing, Hades to get information. I think that his plan, maybe originally, was that he was thinking if he could somehow revive a metal devil, he could use it as a potential way to maybe fight off either Far Zenith or fight off Nemesis. I don't think he's planning on using... I don't think he was ever planning on resurrecting a metal devil to, like, kill everyone on Earth. I think he was maybe... He was balancing and weighing his options there, you know what I mean? Disney says, I really need to know what that Ted Faro monster looks like. Me too. But unfortunately, it sounds like it's going to be years, possibly 5+ years before we find that out. And even then, I mean, usually these games come in trilogy, so it's likely that the next game would be the last game in the series, but you never know. I mean, sometimes, you know, if these IP, like, if Sony thinks that Horizon is like one of their new golden IPs, you know, they've stumbled across a gold mine, like, people love this series so much, they may, like, we may get, you know, 50 years into the future, there may be, like, 14 of these games, like, who knows? I don't know. I do, however, think that this development team seems to have the integrity that they're not going to just stretch out the story simply to make more money. I think they're the type of team that would be like, we're going to make a third game, we're going to wrap up the story, and then that's going to be it, because we don't want to diminish or, like, we don't want to diminish the integrity of our story, basically. I feel like this is the type of team that would take that approach, so I think it's safe to say that there will probably be one more game. That's going to be my guess. I think in the next game we'll be dealing with Ted Faro, we're going to be dealing with Nemesis, and we're probably going across seas to deal with or to explore or experience Alva's tribe, which I again have forgot the... Why can I never remember the name of that tribe? We just went over this like a couple hours ago on the stream, and I've already forgotten since then. Yeah, these credits are so long, but I don't want to skip them. I don't know if I even can skip them, but if I can, I don't want to skip them because, you know, as I said at the credits in the first game, if I skip them, it may skip a cutscene if there is a cutscene at the end. I just want to make sure that there's no cutscene. I want to make sure that I haven't missed anything. Also, I want to, like, you know, I just want to see what, like, I want to see how it... Is it going to put us right before the end mission again like it did in the first game, or is it going to put us after that mission? I could see it putting us after that mission. This is the kind of game where I'm like... It kind of would make sense, you know? It kind of would make sense if it made this mission, like, permanently done and we just continue on from after that point. I don't know. The Quen. Yes, thank you. I don't know why the Quen is so hard for me to remember. It's like such a short word, and yet I like can never remember it. So anyone who is still here in chat, if you had to give this game, based on just what you've watched or what you maybe have played yourself, what rating would you give this game out of a 10? And also, tell me who your favorite character... Okay, and I'm going to challenge you here, Disney. You're not allowed to say Erend. You can say any other character. You're not allowed to say Erend. Tell me who your... Actually, here. Tell me who your new... Like, any new characters that were introduced in this game. Of those characters, who is your favorite? Who is the most intriguing? Who did you like the most? Like, any criteria you have, just who is your overall favorite of the new characters? And what would you rate the game? I'm curious to know what other people think in those kind of terms. Oh, you know where it puts you, but spoilers. Yeah, don't spoil it then. I imagine we're all... I don't know. We could be sitting here another 20 minutes knowing Horizon credits, but that gives me hope that there's more after this. You're giving me hope, but that's all I want. I don't want any more than hope. So, I guess since we still have a little bit more time to talk, I'm thinking the next couple of days, my plan is, because tonight's Thursday, we're going to do probably 2 more streams of this game. I think we're going to do, like, a day for, like, arena and any other legendary collecting or machine grinding that we want to do, and then also a day for just running around and doing any random side quests that we can find. And I'll let you guys, like... Like, for example, Josh, if you want to chime in on one of those days, and you know of a side quest that maybe you think I haven't done that you really particularly enjoyed when you played through, tell me to go do it. Let me know what it is. Because there are so many side quests in this game, and I know that a lot of them are probably really good, but some of them are better than others. You know what I mean? Like, you find that one side quest and you're like, wow, this is a really good side quest. If you know of anything like that, let me know, and I'll try to do those side quests. But we're definitely doing 2 more nights of this, and then we're going to take Sunday and Monday off, as usual. And then I think, not like this is a surprise to anybody, because I've already said this, I've already talked about doing this, but I think officially I am now announcing that the next game we're playing after this one is Octopath Traveler, which is going to be it's going to be an extreme shift away from this type of game. It's not a 3D game. Well, it's kind of 2D with 3D-esque elements to it, but it's a 2D traditional turn-based combat game RPG with like story to it, sort of. There's actually 8 different characters, and you go around the world and you collect them, and then they all each have 4 individual chapters that you go through for each character. And it's seriously, if you like RPGs, if you're an RPG fan at heart, you will love this game. I would not be doing it on this channel if I did not think absolutely highly of it. It is one of my favorite games. I have been doing nothing but playing the soundtrack on basically loop for like the last week in anticipation of the game because I'm that excited to play it again. Josh says, oh, I know one. The Gauntlet Runs. The ending cutscene is one that makes you laugh. Okay. Actually, yeah, we should do the gauntlets. Are the gauntlets fairly easy? Like, are they gonna make me rage like the arena trials do, like the ones where they make me use their armor and weapons? Or are they fairly simple? Like, is it, because I imagine it's racing, right? Like, you're racing against other people on machines. We need to check that one out anyway, because I know that the gauntlets are like a big thing. Disney says her rating would maybe be an 8.5 or 9 out of 10. It's pretty damn near perfect game, especially with it being a sequel and leaving some loose ends for a third. I agree. It's not often that you find good sequels to almost anything, so the fact that they actually made a good sequel is so nice. And she said Katalo, definitely. Zoe was really great too, but I like Katalo's story and character building. I kind of figured that that was going to be the character you would pick. Because I know you had mentioned that you liked him a lot while we were playing the game. And I love this music. And again, I keep looking back at these like end credits, like, man, these things are truly, like so many people worked on this game. But I guess that's what happens when you put $130 million into something, right? I think you guys probably would know who Disney and Josh, or anybody who's here. Who do you think my favorite character was amongst the new favorite characters? I think you guys, I don't think this is a particularly hard question. I think you guys could probably figure it out. We're getting to the end though. They're showing us images of things. Dude, I love this music. This is great. I want this soundtrack. Okay, let's see. I do see your guys' questions, but I'm going to answer them after I figure out what's happening here. Because we're loading in. And these load screens, man, I think apparently you can switch your HDD drive out that comes with the PS4. You can switch it out for an SSD. And apparently some people have said that that will fix slow loading textures, which makes sense because SSDs are way better than just regular hard drives. Honestly, by the time I read a lot of that, though, this was like 2 days ago when I read this, and I was like, I could go out and buy an SSD, but we really only have a very small portion of the game left over, and if I've gone this long with dealing with the slow loading textures, then Oh, main quest. Complete. Congratulations on defeating the Far Zenith threat. You are now free to continue exploring and complete any unfinished quests and activities. Trophy earned, discover Nemesis. Thank you for playing the Horizon team. Was this here and we just forgot to do it?
Elizabeth had a dream for this world. I guess a lot didn't go as planned. And there are still dangers ahead.
Okay, so this is new.
Maybe the biggest yet.
Definitely the biggest yet,
After
Aloy.
what Beta and I accomplished, I have hope.
I like that they let Beta live.
We'll fight for Elizabeth's dream.
I'm excited to see Aloy and Beta's relationship as like sisters kind of grow in the next game. That's going to be really... I'm excited for that.
With Regala out of the way, Hikaru and Tanakh, they're safe. The future's up to them now.
Yeah.
I do wish they'd drop all the honorary names they've given me. But if I've learned anything about them, that it's not a battle I am going to win.
Oh, Disney, you surprised me with your answer. So... Okay, so Disney, I think Disney was answering my question of like who you guys think was my favorite character from the new games. Disney's answer is Zoe. And then she also asked me who is my favorite tribe from the first or second game. Probably the Utaru, except only because of the singing aspect. Here's the real deal. I don't really like any of the tribes in these games because all of them are the Oseram are maybe probably the one I would... The Oseram, I kind of like the Banuk too, even though they can be a little bit nutbaggy, but ultimately, like, a lot of the Banuk people that we met were really, really great people, like Araya. I miss Araya. She was a great character. But if I had to pick one, it would probably be the Utaru just simply because of the singing and the farming aspect to their tribe. As for my favorite character... I'm honestly surprised you didn't get this one, but it's Tilda, obviously. Even though she tried to kill us and she ended up being kind of psychopathic, which did not surprise me. I mean, we talked about the whole mental instability element of living for 1,000 years, but I still love her character. I think she was such a well-written character. Her design was incredible. The mysteriousness around her when they first showed her, I just instantly fell in love with that character and was like, I want to know more about this person. I didn't care really about the other Zenith people, except, I don't know, maybe Eric was kind of interesting and maybe Gerard had a little bit of mystique to him. Is that even the right word? I don't know. But, like... Tilda's the one that I just instantly gravitated to. Josh says, in the way of the gauntlets, they're fairly simple but can be annoying, anger-inducing for me at least, and he means for him. Okay, I think we'll still maybe give him a shot. And then Josh says my longest load was roughly 3 seconds. I really, really wish I had been able to get my hands on a PS5, because I think a lot of the bugs and stuff that I experienced, I just would not have experienced, you know?
One day, I'll head back to the Sacred Lands and see Sona again.
Disney says,
Tell her what her son accomplished.
Oh, yeah, Sona is still... Wow, all of Sona's children are dead now. That's gotta be heartbreaking on her, to learn that her daughter died and now her son is dead too. And Disney says, oh, you're right, you've been talking about how much you love her since we met her. Yeah, I literally have not been able to stop talking about Tilda. Which maybe was getting annoying, I don't know. I hope I never get annoying with how, like, persistent my opinions can be on things. I do try to always see things from every angle, which was why I kept saying, look, guys, I fully admit that it's definitely possible that she's going to turn on us, you know? And then once Silence sort of started saying stuff, I was like, okay, it does kind of sound like the writers they're writing her in a way that she's definitely going to turn on us, but I still want to believe that she's good. Where is everybody? Nobody's here. Wait, is nobody in the base anymore? Are people just not loaded in, or is nobody here? Oh, wait. Beta's here.
What are you up to?
I'm getting a head start on looking for ways to temporarily stabilize the biosphere.
Okay.
We may not have Hephaestus, but I'm sure we can come up with something.
We need to get Hephaestus, like, ASAP, though. I wonder if that's how we're gonna start the next game, is by, like, trying to get Hephaestus.
I paid Varl's grave a visit earlier. Back at Gemini, he tried so hard to protect me. He was my first friend.
Oh.
I still can't believe he's gone.
Disney says, if your love of Tilda is annoying, then so is my love of Erend. Then I guess we could be annoying together, right?
So, Nemesis. I had a lot of theories on what destroyed the Zenith colony on Sirius.
Remember when I told you guys I imagined that they probably built something that caused their society to destroy itself, just like how Ted Faro did? I was right. I was actually right. I remember making that. I remember making that that guess like a long time ago. When did I make that guess? Was that like when we first that must have been when we first learned about that their colony was destroyed back on Sirius. Which was a while ago. Like, I'm pretty good at figuring these things out, guys. Except when a cool space woman is involved, in which case I apparently turned a blind eye, so to speak, you know? So, Gaia's back then, right? Should we go check in on Gaia? We didn't even get to talk to Gaia. She is back. Gaia! Oh god, have I already forgotten? Which one was it? It was this one, wasn't it? I'm blind, been here for quite a few streams and just now noticing the Pyra and Mithra pictures. Oh yeah, aren't they cool? They're canvases. I actually, believe it or not, I took screenshots from my Let's Play of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and I blew them up as big as I possibly could, and I sent them into a company, and they made canvases. They were incredibly expensive. Oh, and this is not the correct one. They were incredibly expensive, and I probably should not have paid as much as I did for them, but, you know, there we are. They're really cool. I love them. I've had them for... I got them shortly after I stopped uploading, or maybe I got them... I got them right before I moved into my office, which was about a month before I posted my last video on the channel. So good to see. Oh, Gaia, this is your favorite one, right? She likes this one. I don't think she said it that time, though. Gaia, why don't you like this one anymore? Gaia, are you okay? Gaia, can I not talk to you? Wait. Are you kidding me? I can't talk to... Oh, wait, okay. I was about to be really upset.
Everything okay, Gaia?
Yes, it is good to be home. Although my heuristic matrix will take some time to reinitialize.
Okay.
I must ensure that all Zenith code has been purged from my systems.
Good idea. Take as long as
So
you
they're
need.
not really, unfortunately, they're not really giving us a lot of, like, we don't get real dialogue anymore. So, you know, the conversations it seems like we're gonna have with the characters now is very, like, surface level, probably.
Are we gonna be able to fix the biosphere? With Hephaestus back out in the wild?
With its escape to the global Cauldron network, Hephaestus has resumed its operations and increased its security protocols. I am already formulating options to recontain it.
Okay, good.
Additionally, I will utilize the capabilities of my remaining subordinate functions.
Oh, we have the new...
And make every effort to stave off collapse of
We
the
have all of the... We
I am
have everything
certain it will
now,
gain us some
don't we?
time.
Except for Hades and Hephaestus. We have all of the subordinate functions now except for Hades and Hephaestus. Am I wrong? Because we obviously, in defeating the Zeniths, we obtained the sub-functions that they had, which would be, what was that, Apollo, and... Oh god, what were the other ones? Character bios. So we should have Artemis, Apollo, and, oh yeah, Eleuthia. What is this one up here? Oh, that's Hades. So yeah, we should... There's still 3 characters we haven't met. That's weird. 4 characters. They must have been side quests or something. Because some of them are, like Talana and Amadis. both are in here, but they're like side questy sort of characters. Yeah, so we should have Artemis and Apollo and what was the other one? Eleuthia in our possession, right? Is that not accurate?
Reinitialization in progress. I will inform you when it is complete.
I wonder if it will be complete in the DLC.
Reinitialization.
Oh yeah, that's it then.
I will inform you when it is complete.
All right, Gaia, I love you. Gaia, take care. Take care and enjoy the one that you like, cuz oh, okay, it's already going away. I wish that stayed there so that it felt like your choice actually mattered, but I guess I understand. Oh. So Josh, remember how I said textures weren't loading in and stuff? Here you go. Did you see that? Did you see that one? Oh man. I was actually afraid to walk into that because I thought maybe I would plummet to my death or something there. So is nobody else in here then? Like where's Aaron and Zoe and where is everybody? Are they back in there? Like, do you know anything, Josh? Do you know if there's anything else to do at this point, or are we pretty much done until the DLC? Oh, and Josh thinks that the ones we're missing might be Gauntlet Run characters. That makes sense. That would make sense. See if we can, like, up... Oh, Silence was... Wait, it just said talk to Silence. Was Silence there? I'm just seeing if I can fix any of these. It doesn't look like I can, actually. Yeah, I can't. Oh yeah, Silence is here.
I'm surprised you're staying in the base. Thought you'd slink away to one of your workshops.
Are you kidding me? Silence, like...
Facility are adequate for now.
Well, and he's close to Gaia, which is like literally, like, especially now that we have Apollo, this is like Silence playground. This is everything he ever wanted.
So you finally got what you always wanted.
Yep, exactly.
Yes. All the knowledge of the Apollo database at our fingertips. At long last. Once Gaia removes the last traces of Zenith code from it, that is. We're entering a brave new world, Aloy. You'd best be ready for it.
I think that was a line that he said in, like, the trailer for this game. About the brave new world.
Hephaestus will undoubtedly design new and deadlier machines now that it's...
So just the other quests. I haven't missed any, like...
And we still need
anything important or super important.
Perhaps there's a...
Yeah. Oh my, never had those issues. Yeah, I think it's the hard drive.
Time will tell.
I think it's the hard drive of the PS. I have a PS4 Pro. This isn't even just a PS4. This is a PS4 Pro, and I think the hard drive is just it ain't having this game. And I've read and watched a lot of videos on it, and the general consensus is that the hard drive that comes with the PS4 Pro is poopy, and that people recommend getting an SSD. Otherwise, textures in a lot of games will load in, like, slowly. And in my case, it seems like extra slowly sometimes.
Found anything we can use against Nemesis?
I picked up a thread that may lead to a greater tapestry, but it will require more research. I will share my findings.
Now I'm like, there's like they've left this story and this game in a way that there are so many different paths and venues we can take, which is great because that's kind of what they did with the first game too. And look at the story that they managed to craft for themselves. So if they allow themselves this freedom, which they clearly are, like the amount of places the next game could take us are just infinite. I don't know the very last character bio, but the other three above it are side quest characters.
I have work to do, Aloy.
Okay, alright, Silence, fine. Fine. So, Aaron is not there. So is, like, who... I just want to make sure that I've talked to everybody, you know? Like, is Zoe in here? Oh no, is this our room? Oh, this is our room. Maybe Zoe is outside. That would make sense. She might be outside at Varl's, like, memorial grave site or whatever. Actually, I think originally that was a garden that she made. So, she might be out there. Unfortunately, I don't know where there is, and, like... Where's Alva at? Where is everybody? Let's go down into the basement, and then let's go outside and check, and then past that, like, I don't know. I'm also just like, can you guys tell I just don't want to let it go. I mean, I know we're streaming for another 2 nights. We're definitely doing more of this game, but I'm like, you know, just want a little bit more of Horizon Forbidden West. That's all. Yeah, nobody's in here either. Dang. Alright. Let's check outside, but I have to figure out which outside it is, because there's 2 exits out, and I will probably take the wrong one, knowing me. Oh. Yeah, I took the wrong one. Dang it. Back inside, Aloy. You get to be warm for another second. They must have really nice, like, heating, you know, like, AC and heating units in here because of the, like, borderline unlimited power that these facilities have. Also, did I... Where's the other door at? Did I pass it, or is it... Where is it? I think I... Did I just... Oh, dang it. I'm gonna end up going out the same door. Maybe this is it, because it looks... Yeah, because I don't remember all of this Utaru stuff, and if there's Utaru stuff, then it probably means Zoe's garden is out here. Yep, sure enough. Oh, there is something over here. It's not Zoe, but it's something.
We did it, Varl. We stopped the Zeniths. We saved life on Earth. Well, for now, at least. There's another threat coming. I don't know how we're gonna beat it. But we'll face it together. All of us.
Okay.
Rest easy, my friend. I'll visit again when I can.
That's sweet. I feel like my fear of Aloy pushing friends away, like, it didn't happen. Luckily, the theme of the game was quite the opposite. It was actually about Aloy learning how to accept help from others and how to work as a team player rather than just alone, you know? Because she would have never been able to do, like, anything in this game without the help of her friends. Oh, Erend was in Vegas, and then so Alva might be somewhere else as well. Okay, let's quickly... I don't know, this might be the last thing we do. I probably should wrap it up, but let's just go check and see where Erend is. And then if somebody does know where Alva is, we'll check on her too. And then once we've done that, we'll do a wrap-up. This was such a good stream. This was such a good stream. The game did not go exactly where I thought it was going to go. You know, I definitely did not expect that they were going to be like, oh, there's a big, you know, world-eating AI that's traveling through space toward Earth right now that's going to consume everything. Like, I didn't expect that. But I kind of like it. I still think that, like, Ted Faro's probably going to be ultimately the big bad guy, because again... The way the fan base hates Ted Faro, the game developers are very aware. Because a lot of the writing, even how Aloy talked about Ted Faro in this game was a lot more aggressive. You can tell that the developers know that players very, very much hate Ted Faro. For good reason.
Exploding, it's probably Moreland.
Erend!
No idea how they drain the water.
So,
oh,
Las Vegas. How's it going?
I've been talking with Moreland about how to get the word out about Nemesis up in the claim. The Oseram are free folk. It'll be hard to get them to work together. But him and me, we know a lot of people. We get enough of them riled up, the Eldermen will have to listen.
If anyone can make it happen, it's you guys.
Alva's in San Francisco, you think?
Or did you miss that part?
Is that it for Erend? Is that all he's going to say?
There's a lot of work ahead of us.
Yeah. Okay. So Alva, you think, is in San Francisco, probably here with her, like, people, I guess? So, oh, and then Zoe is probably back in Plainsong. Okay, so we'll visit Alva, and then we'll visit Zoe. I guess it makes sense that they kind of go off to their little tribes and corners to kind of like... Oh yeah, because the whole point was that they were going back to spread the word, right? To get people to realize that there's a bigger threat coming to Earth and that we all need to band together. Yeah, that's not going to go well. Look at what the human race did with COVID. We couldn't even, like, quarantine properly because half the world decided they didn't want to believe in it. I don't think they're just going to easily get everyone on board for the idea that there's a giant space machine coming to consume Earth. You know?
Well, I take it.
I just heard her. Where is she? Alva, where are you? Is she over here somewhere? Where is she?
No harm done.
Ow!
Oh, there she is. Was she not loaded in or something, or did I just not see her?
Hey, Alva. Thank you for sticking around. I know it couldn't have been easy to stay when most of the Quen went home.
I came to this land to find a way to save my family. I can't go back yet. Not with what's coming. I told Bohai about Nemesis, and I gave him a new focus.
Oh. Are you sure we can trust him with it?
I know he'll probably find a way to twist it to his advantage with the other overseers back home. But once Gaia is completely up and running again, we might be able to set up a network so that we can stay in contact. Maybe I'll even get to speak to my sister.
Oh.
And he said he would petition the Emperor to send us aid.
Do you think the Emperor will listen?
To be honest, I don't know. But I hope so.
Listen or send troops to kind of try to take over what we have.
You know, I kind of miss the base. All the
well, then come back.
And the others, of course. But at least we have our focuses to keep in touch.
Having a good day.
I wish you could just come back.
When Nemesis comes, I'll be right there with you, Aloy.
Like, the gang that just needs to come back. That's all. That's what needs to happen. Alright, let's go to Plainsong. I like that we're ending off in Plainsong, because Plainsong is, like, so beautiful. It's easily one of my, like, favorite areas in the game. Especially now that the Red Blight is cured. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. To anyone who is here, by the way, because I don't know, I know we had a couple of new faces in here tonight, and I normally don't like to be super preachy about this, but if you're new in here and you're not already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We've been trying to get some... Honestly, the Horizon series has surprisingly not been doing well on the channel. When I was doing Breath of the Wild, which is a 5-year-old game at this point, I was gaining like 7 subscribers a night, and I think I gained 2 subscribers over the last 16 episodes of this game. So it's been it's been a bummer, honestly. I feel like YouTube is just not sharing these streams as much as it could be, but it obviously shared this one a little more tonight because people are probably searching up what happens at the end of the game, or, you know, people's reactions to the end of the game, I'm sure, something like that. But if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and you know, check out the other stuff that we're going to be doing. Like, seriously, if you like RPGs and you haven't played or don't know about Octopath Traveler, like, we're going to be starting that one on Tuesday, and it's a really, really great game. And I think you guys should definitely hang around for that stream, because that'll be fun. Is Zoe up here? Is that what this...
Braving the wilds as
there
always,
she is?
Aloy?
Still wouldn't risk drinking it, though.
Aloy, it's good to see you.
Plainsong seems to have changed its tune.
As our fields thrive, so do my people.
That's good to hear. How are things going with the chorus?
Slow. Convincing the chorus to take any sort of action regarding Nemesis won't be an easy task. But the Utaru know what you've done for them. With some time, I know I can rally support to our cause, whether the chorus likes it or not.
I'm sure you know how to handle them.
Yeah, it's all the tribey religious stuff that ends up kind of, you know, it's just, I hope that they will eventually kind of come to terms with it, because, like, getting everyone on board for like a major,
To what do we owe the pleasure?
you know, Earth invasion. It's gonna be hard because half of them aren't even gonna believe us, you know.
Where once there was blight and sorrow, now there is plenty. Soon we'll have a new harvest to celebrate.
All right, let's go take a look at that. Oh, maybe I should have stayed up there. I don't know. I just want to get a nice view so that we have somewhere beautiful to be when we end off the stream. And honestly, this is, wow, look at this. This is a place to be. Here we go. See, the PS4, it works very beautifully when it works for this game, but then you get some weird textures not loading in, like what happened earlier in the base, Josh, like you saw that. It's kind of hit or miss. Like, it runs surprisingly well on the PS4, and then at the same time it doesn't. There's just, you know, it is what it is. Josh says he came across my channel by chance. He was watching some old Xenoblade Chronicles 2 playthroughs, and now I'm here. I'm glad, and you're not the only one. I know that a lot of people who even have stuck around from before, like when that series was still running, like a lot of people have returned. It's honestly very humbling to see old faces return, and obviously we're doing a stream format now. I used to do pre-recorded stuff, and I'm not saying I won't ever do pre-recorded stuff ever again, but I like streaming because I like being able to talk with people, and like, I don't know, my husband is not a big gamer, so I don't often have, you know, a group of people around me where I can just chat, you know, about video games with. So it's really cool to be able to come onto YouTube and play video games and meet people that are passionate about them or have the same love for them, and like just talk through stuff. Like it's just so much more enjoyable for me to do it this way. So I hope you guys like the stream formats. I know that, you know, they're not edited, and they're, you know, it's a lot of streaming, and I know you guys can't make every single stream every single day of every single week, but, you know, I'm glad that you guys are here when you're here. It's honestly been a blast, and I do not regret coming back, and I definitely do not regret doing this game or the previous game. Like, this has all just been wonderful. I've been enjoying it immensely. So, I think that that's probably a good place to sort of wrap things up. For anyone who is here and is interested, tomorrow we're going to be streaming more of this game. We're going to do bonus side questy stuff, any kind of legendary weapon acquisition. We might be going and collecting the other 6 black boxes we haven't gotten, for example. We're going to do that kind of stuff. We're going to finish up the arena, and then the next night we're going to do the same thing. And that'll be our final stream, okay? So we've got stream number 17 and stream number 18, and I think stream number 18 is gonna be the final stream, and that will happen on Saturday of this game, final stream of this game. And then we will take Sunday and Monday off, because those are the nights that I take off, and then Tuesday we will be back with Octopath Traveler. For those of you that aren't always here and you don't know when I stream, I have been streaming around 7 or 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time pretty much every night. That has not changed so far. So if you want to catch the streams while they're live, make sure you're subscribed. Hit the notification bell button. That will notify you when streams go up. You can also click a little thing on YouTube when the streams are scheduled to say remind me later or something like that. Do that, and then basically YouTube will yell at you when it's like a little bit before the stream starts. So there we go. Thank you again for being here with me. We finished Horizon Forbidden West, at least the main story part of it. It's been a wonderful experience. I don't think I could say anything more that I haven't already said in full. So that's it. You know, I just want to reiterate, I really appreciate everyone who has been here. This has been wonderful. Your guys' support and just hanging out with people who love video games is seriously like the coolest feeling. So thank you. And I will see you guys tomorrow for more of this game. See you later.